20% win rate, I believe.
And it was across a lot of games. I actually have it all up here. So let's see. Mars, 10 games, 20% win rate.
20%
quite
win
low.
rate.
And KDA, 2.47. Very low as well. So,
but you feel people will ban it because it's one of those heroes that lanes is a little annoying for a tiny in lane.
I get that's the concept that people are looking at least. But.
So you imagine a tiny first pick here for Quincy or
Let's
tiny in lane?
I get that's the
or the Weaver.
Or the Weaver. But I do
remaining.
imagine the Tiny just has better favor.
5 seconds remaining.
Let's see which one of the popular cores they want to go for. And it will be the Tiny. Yeah.
So then now it's like, what's your response going to be? For Beast Coast?
It's Weaver.
I think Tiny's good versus Weaver, but...
That's true. True. You feel that out of the two, when a Tiny's in the field, it does sort of turn you away from Weaver?
Undying is the one that a lot of people are doing. Undying and Phoenix is. Shaker's is a super popular hero right now, too. Oh, that's good. I like that a lot. Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah,
so
Tiny hates
another
that.
annoying. Yep. And this is super strong now just from... This is a lineup already that's going to scale really well, but also the early game is always just so obnoxious. Like Fissure and a Gale, someone's dead in most fights. Like it's an easy combo to always land. Used to be a staple that people looked at even back in Dota 1
5 seconds remaining.
ages ago.
And I guess this just means that for the Tiny, it's in those mid-game fights, it's going to be hard to perform until you have a BKB, right?
Pretty much. And you don't really want to get one a lot of times until like way later.
But the Veno does mess you up big time, unless you're somehow... able to have another teammate get rid of the Veno, or you can get sort of the wraparound and catch the Veno before all the poison and the slows are out there.
They're going to need a second way to like get on top of him easy so that the Tiny can just walk up and just like two-shot him. So something else that can get the initiation going. I don't mind even like something... I know you're versus Earthshake already, but Ember is looking really good overall in the tournament, but you don't want to rush it right now.
Quincy Cruz, turn to battle.
They'll do the LOA.
Hello.
I like it. I mean, this is something they loved anyway, and they've been always playing this as one of the more popular heroes on Quincy Crew, and it now gives some sort of an answer to Veno, at least something to help the Tiny sometime.
Yeah, nice little dispel just in everything. Combo breaker versus Earthshaker, dispel versus Veno would be huge. So even if he gets caught in Echo, you just pop ult shield someone.
Oh, really nice, really nice. And I think something that Quincy Crew, you'll see this a lot from them in this tournament.
Yep.
Especially,
So they actually want you to buy their stuff.
As a position 5, but just scouting Roche, keeping an eye on key objectives, flaring the...
A pretty good understanding of the meta, though. Like, seeing what...
Timber's got to go. He has to leave because you don't max your Q and your W. You go like 1-1-3. You don't have the burst for Timber. You literally give Timber a free lane, free game, and then your strength hero versus Timber's on free lane.
Yeah, both these heroes would be pretty useless against it.
Yeah. Invoker taken out again, even though that hero also, I believe, had a...
We're seeing you get picked to ban quite a bit, right?
It's up there. Day as well. Let's see how he ended up.
But I can't imagine the win rate's too good.
16%.
16%, yeah.
Across 6 games. But very popular hero for the teams. So now they're going to start targeting, it looks like, some of the K1 heroes. Checking out that PL.
-7. 10 seconds remaining.
10 decibel.
Now it's for Beast Coast.
5 seconds remaining.
See who they want to start targeting now.
I think they can keep their eyes. I think they can keep their focus on the Quinn now because you already know
get rid of some of his mids.
Yeah, you know that you are. Yeah, get ready like that. Ben Lesh. That's a good one. That's one of his most popular. Interesting though because like, they banned the PL, but I guess it's like a little bit of mind games that happen, right? You ban the PL, so you're probably like, oh, now they're not going to think we're going to pick Lesh, but.
I mean, it's clearly banned because it's favourites.
Yeah.
But does it also say anything about what Beast Coast might want to be drafting? Anything else that the Lesh would kind of ruin that they might want to play here?
I mean, I don't know. The PL's already gone. That's usually the main one. Maybe a Naga Siren, but I don't think that's very likely. I don't know. I know K1 does like to play it, but
I think
it doesn't seem like the I'd rather.
I
mean, are we seeing much?
ये जो 4-4 करके होता है ना पहले का 4 में अगर 6 राइट हो गया
style was always like we have the Spectre, we have the Tide.
then
there definitely could be a chance then.
हाँ I don't think आज का दिन जरूरत है OG नहीं है ना तो क्या कर सकते
yesterday.
वही है ग्रुप
OG
स्टेज में इतना
OG
सारा
Long game
मैचेस
was
है
a
ना
40-minute game when he
तो
was
बेटर है
super
स्किप
farmed.
कर दो
Like
मेन
32
स्टेज
minute
वाला
butterfly,
देखेंगे
26 minute. Like he was super
हाँ
farmed on this Naga Siren.
OG या EG का होगा तो देखेंगे हमने तो नहीं।
हाँ कोई टीम का
Very nice.
So it could be a possibility.
जैसे PSG
I like the
LGD
Shadow Demon
इन
ban.
सीक्रेट
That's always a
अभी
really
जो
good
हो
one.
रहा
You're
है
playing a Baron,
वो अच्छा
one of the
होगा
worst support heroes to play against. You get disrupted, you literally
दोनों
silence yourself
बहुत
instantly. The
अच्छा
two
होगा।
illusions just hit you and you're screwed.
एक और मैच है
Also very
एलिफेंट और
good at
वीसी
kiting versus the
गेमिंग
Tiny.
वो भी अच्छा है
And it is a beast.
स्टार्ट हो रहा है वो भी। This is a pain, you know.
And, sort of talking about
क्या
silence.
मैच चेक सबको ही अभी 4-4 में है 4
It's not the same in
पिक्स
pro.
हुआ है 4 पिक्स हुआ है इसका भी 4 पिक्स हुआ है
Viable pick.
I didn't think that.
और फनाटिक वाला भी देखेंगे 4 पिक्स हुआ है
He got hit by some pretty big nerf hammer and
वो नहीं स्टार्ट हुआ
शुरू नहीं हुआ
एक कर रहा हूँ
Or just he's got 6.
Expecting a Rubik ban because they're going to pick something like a Weaver that's going to get.
खरीदिए था कंपेंडियम वो पैक्स और क्या कहते हैं
Sure, some situations could just be.
हो गया हम तो लास्ट
10 seconds
That's the same
remaining.
pick.
बैटल पास ही तो लिए थे
5 seconds remaining.
उसी का प्राइस पूल पे इस साल
I
होगा
want to bring out Quinn Zero here as well.
You know what shocked me yesterday too? I don't think we had a single tinker.
व्हाट डू यू थिंक फ्री वाला कितना तक जाएगा
I don't think we did. We were saving it for a couple of days.
फ्री वाला
हाँ फ्री में लेवल अप करते करते कितना तक जाए बता पाए 600 600
level
I, like the cool thing too is like they pick Lena.
I doubt
Which is a
हम 8
so
तक
you're into
बोल रहे
battle. So the game would always be a little bit challenging. For you.
आज।
Added, you've got the shield.
आज नहीं
10 दिन है डेली 600 मिलता है
'Cause like that lane is
10 into 6 that is 600
Lena can do
और
Lena can
ब्रैकेट
hold her own for
thousand.
3-4
वो
levels.
सब करने पे
They're gonna go for the storm.
Oh, the bracket
To get to the
prediction
back line. I like that. That's the thing that can just bypass
गेम
the
predictions
venom, right?
bracket
Then you kill the
don't care
venom,
about the slow.
you give the tiny a free,
एक दो level
free,
और मिल
actual
जाएगा।
team fight then. So
And it's again,
फैंटेसी
just
से
one of the
अराउंड
things
2
that
लेवल
I
मिल
like
जाएगा
about it.
ब्रैकेट प्रेडिक्शन सबसे
You-
2 लेवल
you're
मिल
gonna be bailed
हो
out.
गया
10
तो
seconds.
I can get I think 14 तक हो जाएगा लास्ट
वही तो बोला 15 तक हो जाएगा
फुल ऑन अगर बूस्ट करना है तब सारे टीम्स का वो सपोर्टर पैक लेना होगा
नो थैंक यू
दादा पैसा फेंकना पड़ेगा पैसा फेंकोगे पैसा
Shaker Lena, quite a bit of stuff.
हाँ पैसा
Yeah, I mean, you
ईच
know
का
how the
कितना
way it's
74 रुपीस है तो 1332
And a Mirana. Okay.
हाँ मैं দুটো বিরিয়ানি প্যাকেট অর্ডার দিচ্ছি
ঠিক আছে আর जो একটা করে দে
gonna be, good for the
ठीक है
disengage.
सेम हियर
Sort of
माइन
talk
आल्सो
about the Ben and the Shaker. If,
আর আমি না খেয়ে বসে থাকবো অফিসে
get someone out the shield,
Oh, okay.
doing like
You
shadows,
know
might
what's
better
up
head out there.
इसमें फ्रेंड्स का भी अब फैंटेसी स्कोर दिखाता है
Usually don't feel like I'm gonna see the Mirana like that.
हर
but
साल
right now,
update
that's
कर
like
दिए।
the easiest thing to
update
set up
कर
straight up
दिए।
avalanche of vortex
मेरा
and try to
कितना है?
set up for arrows, but usually it's like
Yours
Yeah,
is
really?
367.90
हाँ ठीक है
the top 100 is 577.78 Amanda Beatrix
वो तो से स्टार्ट हुआ है
ड्रॉप
every day it will drop or increase no?
ये हमको याद है कोई ऐसे ही हुआ था और किसी एक दिन में बहुत डिसअपॉइंट हुआ था
Who's pick they're going to want to
सबका
save
सब
till
predictions
last?
खराब हो गया था
do they even want to save the Hector?
That doesn't happen
Yeah, guys.
वो that only
यूजुअली जो
happens-
फेवरेट टीम्स है ना
Been seeing this hero more
लोग
and
उसी
more.
को
It seems
करते हैं
to be
जैसे आज का मैच फेवरेबल है वीची गेमिंग
Super annoying to lane games too. Mirana, what the hell are you gonna do?
Bitchy
You're gonna be
gaming.
the tank here. So
control भैया control
लोग उसी का कार्ड
ओ सब स्ट्रीम हो है ना हम भूल गया
control
আচ্ছা এই স্ট্রিমে আমার কোনো ইনভেস্টর দেখছেন না বলবে সাদা কাজ করে এগুলো দেখো
The big things that we saw being very effective about him, super long duration ignite.
if investor watches this now full boom we'll get a written notice like what is this behavior
no notice no notice Tata
This
wise
is just the style.
Tata instant
You
fire
gotta just make K1 farm like an
Instant.
So
लॉक जब देखे नहीं बॉम्ब फेंकने से बॉम्ब फट जाता है
Because they say
हमको मिलेगा फेंक देगा फट जाएगा
Disruptor seems just good in like
और ये तो फैमिली बिजनेस है ना तो मतलब घर में भी और भी मिलेगा
maybe for the 10th then.
those.
That's gonna be the real.
ये
I don't know if there is one that's the super stands out to me.
ESG LGD और
Mind blowing. I mean, there's definitely still some good
दूसरा मैच हो
carries.
रहा है
That's for sure.
20
There's
Pro
still TB.
East
That might be
Coast
the.
का दोनों का
इसी
same
रिमोट लगाओ तो
सेम टाइम में
Let's see
शुरू
TB
हुआ
in
है
here.
so we'll have to swap
I don't know if I
quickly.
necessarily love it.
Quickly,
I feel like they have a good amount
Make
of
predictions
but I don't
fast.
like it either.
अभी मे बी एक मैच
Gotcha
देखते हैं
carry.
तो
You
चुपचाप
know,
चले
like
जाते
there's
हैं
nothing. I
तो
don't
शाम
think
को
at least right now. I feel like it's much more games that fulfill
दिन
that.
भर में बहुत बोर कर देता है टायरिंग भी हो जाता है
Or here's secret. Oh, that's a good one. I like that one a lot.
once the when you get back-to-back prediction right, then it becomes interesting.
Probably Zai.
अच्छा
Could be a Zai
हाँ
tiny
वो
though.
फैंटेसी वाला
That's a
Oh,
guy.
that's
पिछले
a
साल
guy
ऐसा हुआ
carry.
था
That's a guy.
All
जैसे
right.
क्रिस्टलाइज था
Dude, I
एक
was
प्लेयर
asking. I was like, what
वो था खेल रहा था नावी
What's
से
the one? How
तो नावी
like the
का
only
मे
gotcha
बी
carry that's even
कोई एक
left.
डे में एक
did
ही
he
मैच
get
था
them though?
Well, he's attempting to. We know that.
और
But let's
बाकी
see. We do
टीम्स
have.
का
All right, so no real
ज़्यादा
mix-ups. It is
मैचेस
Zai on
था
the
और
mag. I wasn't sure if they
बाकी
do like
टीम्स
some,
का
maybe like
परफॉर्मेंस भी बेटर था
That's not coming here. Everyone is exactly where you would expect on both teams. Yep.
नावी का
No surprises.
छोड़
other
के
than
बाकी सब
analysis.
लोग
So,
मोस्टली दूसरा टीम्स को दिया था
actually found
कार्ड्स
the
दिया था सेट
value
किया
of
था
the 10th
फैंटेसी
pick.
Is this our first alchemist?
Then
I think it must be.
the unthinkable happened.
Check just for you guys, 'cause I know this is important
नावी
for
मतलब
everyone's
वही एक
predictions.
मैच था
True.
उसका वो एक मैच
Right.
जीता
Well, I think, how
ठीक
many
है
was it?
और
It was
मतलब हम
94
क्रिस्टलाइज
years
का
back through the
कार्ड
first day.
Oh, this is it,
रखते
guys.
थे
This is the
तो
first
उसमें हम देखे
alchemist.
थे
We're gonna
एक
get
दिन
that
में बहुत
1,000
ज़्यादा मिल गया
GPM. Let's go.
चांस
All right. I don't know. I don't care who you cheer for. What team you like. We're all
मतलब कोई
together
एक्सपेक्ट नहीं किया था
cheering
कि
for
एक
Almec
मैच
to
है
get
तो
over 1,000
उसका कार्ड
GPM, so we
रखना
can just get
चाहिए
our
ऊपर से
predictions right.
टीम
Am I
भी
right,
अच्छा
guys?
परफॉर्म
And
नहीं
even
कर
if you're
रहा
a
है
secret fan, you can get over 1,000 GPM and still lose.
बट आई थिंक
Like,
क्रिस्टलाइज
that's very possible. If you're
हाईएस्ट
like
फार्म
just
दिया
getting
था
our
वैसे
predictions.
कुछ
I think it is. It's just
बहुत
you
अच्छा
need to get 1,000
हाईएस्ट किल्स
GPM
भी
and
था
that's it.
उस
But here we
दिन
go.
प्ले
Game number 1. Secret facing off against LGD. Again, a match that we could see in just about a week or so time in the main event grand finals. Would not be shocked at all. It's all going to be
इस
happening
बार
right here. A best of 2 in the group stage.
अरे
So
अरे
much
अरे
action across all of the 4 streams. There's Quincy,
Guns and
He's got Veno.
LOA's got to be
PSG
careful.
LGD का
SG,
शुरू हो गया
and Elephant.
Prepare for battle.
I'm dead.
And निर्वन भैया कैसे सेट करेंगे?
I'm dead. I'm dead.
नहीं कर पाएंगे
这么菜的队友不会生气
आप
吧，
राम
哥
है
哥？
लीजिएगा.
Player
好
with
好打，
first
好好打，
triple
别
kill.
送了，兄弟们。
I'm still loading. I'm still loading. What to do? Yeah, I loaded it. Triple kill. Who is playing what either? The Clockwork will be triple kill.
कर सकते हैं
Tyrak no. Earthshaker I guess. Alchemist I don't know.
First one with triple kill हम
30
टाइनी को रखते हैं
seconds to battle.
अल्केमिस्ट भी हो सकता है प्लेयर विथ लीस्ट टू डेथ प्रॉफिट क्योंकि डेथ प्रॉफिट टाइम की होती है
Will a tower be denied?
नो कर दिया डिनाई
Okay.
हो नहीं रहा
How long will the game be? I am guessing 44 to 60.
ज़्यादा नहीं हो गया
नहीं.
37
The
to
battle
44
begins.
I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead.
Earthshaker Veno.
का वोल अभी शुरू हो गया क्विंसी क्रो बीस्ट कोस्ट
Who इसमें कैरी कौन है? The thing is that इसमें कैरी हाइपर कैरी
total
कौन?
number of player deaths 5 then next 0 to 5 player with highest total magic of your मैजिक और प्योर लीना को दे सकते हैं ओवर को भी दे सकते हैं दोनों आंसर है
30 seconds to battle.
And okay. When a answer is support this.
It feels good to be
लीना
honest.
को दे सकते हैं
हाँ तो
इसमें वो भी है स्टॉर्म स्पिरिट भी हो सकता है पता नहीं लीना को डाल दो
शीश
अच्छा और वो ऊपर में जो बोले थे ना टीम नेम इफेक्ट है वो टीम्स को चीयर करने के लिए रिस्पेक्टेड लोग इसको क्लिक करके चीयर कर रहे हैं इसलिए स्टार्टिंग में फ्लैश होता है बहुत ज़रूर
मतलब जब ये तो अच्छा डिस्टेंस टू नो अटेंडेंस नहीं तो देख पाते बहुत हाई फाइट
does pretty well.
एलिफेंट बीची सारा फिक्स हो गया है
Ultimate going back.
Oh, super. Player who gets longest kill streak. Longest kill streak.
Who are the carry?
ये रेजर दूसरे साइड में है लीना रोटिंग could be लीना could be PA टेम्पलर असिस्टेंट
PA I am putting PA total number of trees destroyed
30 max
300 max 176 to 300 first player to get 15 denies.
लीना भी हो सकती है क्लियर जो लोग मिड होगा मैं आई थिंक वो लोग में से ही कोई होगा जो करना करेगा देख लो मेरे बारे में
वो बोल रहा है ट्राई अगेन लेटर होगा ना कुछ हाँ मेरा भी उस सर्वर इशू हो रहा है कुछ
टाइम्ड आउट
टाइम्ड आउट while servers are going haywire
Spamming whatever. Five-man echo slammers.
मैच में रिकनेक्ट करके देखता हूँ
okay the servers are effed वो prediction ले रहा है उसका बोलता है कि communication error and then it gets reset
अच्छा तो आई गेस प्लेयर्स लोग का भी कोई सर्वर इशू हो रहा है तभी पॉज है गेम
So that's like 320 GPM that you're just
There's
getting.
a Devour talent, right?
I didn't know कि अभी एक update है
That's
हाँ सुबह में हमको
Living
didn't
in-
do my talent
That was
research.
so 6 months ago.
Yeah.
How
150
dare you not
MB.
keep up with that? Kyle would be ashamed. He would definitely know that.
player with highest net worth
Well, got a long pause here, but
by 25
nothing's
minutes
as long as the delay from yesterday, so we're good.
I've been a big Vici fan for a while. They won that. I think
There
it was
is
the
Razor,
Dreamhack
there is
major in the last
TA, there is
DPC seasons. But DY, who's a support, even before the 5 couriers, has the
फिर है
Prime Courier. This is
लीवर है
रेड किंग
the upgraded one. The
Lina.
cat, when it's upgraded, it's got a little flying
Dragon
eagle,
Hunter.
Hero Cat.
lion
Oh, I've
and
seen this.
Dabbler.
I'm going to keep an eye on that. I like that because I feel like the walking version's pretty basic.
救大哥，救！
ओके आई थिंक सर्वर ठीक हुआ है थोड़ा. लॉन्गेस्ट किल स्ट्रिक टीए को दे दिए. नंबर ऑफ टीज 51 to 175. उसके बाद वाला भी टीए.
It's great. Wow.
Why 51 to 125?
टाइनी नहीं है.
I don't.
Doesn't matter. 330 मिनट में I think हो जाता है 300 तो nearly. At least 150 plus हो जाता है. टाइनी नहीं है I guess.
Himself later to farm up.
फर्स्ट प्लेयर टू गेट 15 डिनाइज टेम्पलर को दे दिया. टेम्पलर या लीना दोनों में से कोई एक ही होगा.
不是，你怎么这么能装呢？
老子就跟你五个打了，怎么了？来呀来呀，来打我呀！老子就跟你五个打了，怎么了？老子就跟你五个打了，怎么了？来呀来呀，来打我呀！
你这么菜，你的队友不会生气吧，哥哥
हाईएस्ट नेटवर्थ रेटिंग को डाल दिया.
Same.
One of this best of two. Group
Fnatic SG शुरू हो गया.
Fnatic already.
हाँ, but server भी शुरू हो गया नाटक. Again, it's saying connecting error. Yay. When you think this is fix मत हो तो.
अरे आई थिंक अरे
गेम ही क्विट हो गया मेरा तो.
30 seconds to battle.
गेम रीस्टार्ट करना होगा. Dota 2 एक अपडेट आया. अच्छा नहीं वो तो पहले ही आया था बस. बट
The battle begins.
lại ya, lại打我呀!
सब नन दिखा रहा है इस.
อ้าวเจ้าจังไหนนี่ไหวบ่นี่
हमको लगता है डे 2 है बोलते हैं बहुत लोग देख रहा है पहला तो गेम क्रैश. इतना बार वो टाइम्ड आउट वाला पॉपअप है कि गेम ही बंद हो गया. Oh, game coordinator issue.
Searching for game coordinator. It calls for a tactical force.
Like, yeah, sandbagging is never fun. I think you do it once in like your game.
You're like, I don't want to show my strats, and then you're like, why? We want wins.
My strats are good. It feels good to win.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. I think the game also changes so much that it's like, if you're concealing a strat for like 2 months, it might just never be
PC sim.
So you may as well use it. It's like Dota's
PC sim.
Like, there's a few things that haven't changed. Like, people are still going Echo and disassembling it and Helm with Dominator, like pushing strats from the off lane. But I think, like, the carry being such an important role in the game, and it still is a really important role, but that changing, oh yeah, that's the combo.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that's like, it's so nice when you have a support that can do that with you, man. Somebody who can just sit there and waste time with you, get some free kills. It's awesome. But yeah, it's definitely changed because of the carry role changing, and I think the carry role is very important currently. Like Insania was saying, like 5s are super powerful right now, whereas like there are patches where offlaners have the most impact in the game. It doesn't really feel like that sort of patch right now.
Do you think that this patch is a 5 patch?
I think it's a pretty nice patch to play 5 in. Yeah.
What's the most impactful role?
It's probably, it's so hard to say, but for pub specifically, it's probably always just gonna be mid because as mid you choose who to enable, and I think that's such a big thing that you have going for yourself, where like you can choose who comes online. Am I enabling my offlaner or am I enabling my carry?
Or yourself, and if you don't want to leave.
Yeah, exactly, or yourself. And I think like in ranked matchmaking, there tends to be certain positions that are filled by slightly more competent players than others, and then you're most likely going to enable them, and then But I think for competitive, I do think, and especially at TI, I had this conversation with Sumail where he's like, the carry role is ultimately the most important role. That is the role that like you're relying on to close games for you, and that is at TI when the stress is high, I think the most important role, and you want like someone that you really trust. And look at that, Alchemist going Radiant.
Yeah, after the Armlet. Although it seems like the Armlet has not done very much for him. Nothing to say is like using these exorcisms so strangely. He burned 2 exorcisms to take down the bot tier 1. He just used it again to solo kill Yapzor Rubik. Well, not solo kill, but like, did he think that there were going to be more secret heroes there? Because he used exorcism to kill a Rubik in his jungle.
I think he just feels fine snowballing the game. They don't feel like Ami's getting pressured, so they're not too worried about using cooldown.
Okay.
I mean, like, Yapzor is like perfectly content going into the meat grinder constantly because they have an iron.
You get 2 drops, okay.
I guess, props to Alchemist going elsewhere. He was like, okay, fine.
You get a drop every day.
The other jungle.
Some person said there.
The only thing to make this worse is when the double damage spawns right there.
That's happened a couple of times already.
It happens all. It's like it's great when you're playing.
It's programmed that way.
Yeah.
Dota, I always think Dota is programmed so that if you're winning, it makes you win more. It's so frustrating to be behind.
Until you play OG, then it's the other way around. The Dota's programmed the opposite.
It depends on the team. Yeah, it depends on the team.
And if you're winning.
Yeah. Of course.
If you're losing, it's programmed. If you're winning, it's not programmed to help you win.
Unable to connect to.
Well, it depends on your role. It depends on the player too. Like CCNC, for example, or Quinn Callahan, will pick up every single rune. He'll just stand on a rune and it'll be a double damage. Well, if that's what he wants, unless he's low mana, and then he'll get a regen.
But you know what's wild? I think when you play enough mid, you actually genuinely develop a sense for it, where you know where it's gonna spawn.
Okay, come on.
With runes?
Yes. I think you become one with the
reading
rune.
the tea leaf stuff. Come on, let's relax.
It sounds like some mid players should buy me some lottery tickets.
You become one with the.
Oh no. Habibi. Connection error. Unable to connect to Steam chat. Unknown error 1.
Of course, this makes it a skill shot. It's a little bit harder, but this one's only 60-second cooldown. It just gets better and better as the game goes forward.
Was it the acid spray or the rocket spray that broke the line? Either way. They catch him out. Maybe trouble. They can't blink though. Chasing it. Want to get the finish.
Minusing failed to load schedule.
ऊपर में लाइव वाला ऑप्शन होगा लेते लाइव में जाके PSPL वाला मैच वहाँ से स्ट्रक्चर किए
生气吧，哥哥。
Back again. And now again, LGD sitting on top
Not
of
what you expected.
lead.
I'm dead. I'm dead.
Right.
Okay, at least Yapster, I guess, doesn't escape but hooked up. That is something that we're talking Team Secret, but currently put the game back into the favor of LGD. Their situation after essentially just waiting the longest time for that one perfect fight, they get it. And again, this is Team Secret, right? Because you're like, oh, here's our you lost that last game.
Power of that armlet, able to get that toggle off there before he went back down to the low ground. It's one of those items that has come back into favor quite heavily for
Radiant's middle tower
Live
is
audience
under
नहीं
attack.
है
He's on the train, right? He's got his BKB now finished. We'll go right for the AC after.
applause effect.
That sort of speaks again to the idea of the double style of damage. A lot of heroes struggle.
आपने बोला Death Prophet won't die. No, Death Prophet has died 2 times. And the one who didn't die is Alchemist. Pura, everyone has died 1 or 2 times. Alchemist is the only one who has died 0 times.
Is under attack.
Some people have even died 4 times.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Man takes the 2 towers, so Secret. They force
नहीं
the
मरना है.
don't run and end up getting a decent amount return.
Obviously playing a very interesting style together, and the way they've just been kind of like roaming around trying to get these picks, and obviously successfully at times. And Zio was bringing the helm, so they kind of have a third hero and lost situations for some extra disabled, just putting ahead of.
Assault kill.
So they want a
उसके बाद वो main target
bottom lane here though.
Death Prophet का early game बहुत strong है.
Radiant structures
Maybe
are
early game
fortified.
I can't believe Puppy even did that.
Radiant's
Very
bottom
dangerous
tower
versus a
is under
clockwork and a
attack.
shaker.
He's got the bloodlust going now on the tower. Slowly it's going to be whittled away. And this does still allow for the trade-off now of outposts.
See, I predicted the game will be 44 minutes. पता नहीं क्या होगा.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
In from Secret here.
ये लोग
पता.
aggressive.
Again, it is an outdraft, so this 5k net worth lead.
They already have 1 tower, 1 lane of 2 towers. Both the teams.
Dire's middle
Top में किया है और इन्होंने bot में किया है. Killing spree of 3 kills triggered. You know what I'm also guessing? सुबह में it's morning for them ना कि सुबह में वो लोग आता है full energy के साथ. They want to play aggressive, they're playing aggressive. As the day progress, they resort to camping. मतलब आराम से they're pushing the lanes. Slow 40 minutes, 50 minutes, 60 minutes game. It was late night, no? That's why. इसीलिए मैं तो होता भी नहीं. ये first game है पूरा मार. Bloodbath.
So much damage so quickly amongst all these heroes. So like if anybody gets isolated, they just die. Imagine there if I was able to sort of
First player with triple kill is Queen of Pain. That is incorrect हो गया.
Pull back up.
And 31 kills in 21 minutes. It has been a barn burner indeed. BKB's now done, so that pumps the brakes a little bit on the fun. I feel like these items a little bit. It starts to become a little bit less chaotic. But at the same time, Misha can now play that much more freely. Although to be fair, he's kind of the entire time anyways, which is what you love to see. Oh, and Puppy, he gets the card up in time. So we've got this fire shield now, which, again, for anybody that hasn't seen this yet, this item, at least in my opinion, really been one of the things that's allowed Ogre to sort of run in a little bit of prominence.
Dire's courier has been killed.
इस बार वो सब नहीं दे
रहा है. जैसे courier kill करने के लिए now just But 2K gold leads. Secret are looking good.
EC delivered to Ame and
Nope.
a heart and maybe
कुरियर मर रहा है लेकिन कुरियर कुछ दे नहीं रहे. Sad.
he's trying to get over that hump.
Right.
Just like all the bursts is there. What's the actual sustained damage from Secret? And it is relatively low, I would say. For a burst sort of lineup, right? You're gonna have your overpower. The most sustained damage is probably gonna be Matu. Sorry, your empowered. It'll be like Matu empowered and Bloodlust.
Able to isolate a hook shot afterwards. Catches down one. There's no save. Man also contains the call. Not dead, but eventually will fall. So 2 gone, but
这么菜的队友不会生气吧，哥哥？
as they eviscerate him and Zeke appreciating greatness.
He's just in the stands. He's the only one in the stands. He died, he ran out, he's waving, clapping, and cheering. A great hero Echo Slam into the 2 Fisher on the end there, too, so ensuring 0 chance. Yeah, the chat goes wild here.
That fight should have been awful. And then Faith Beyond's like, you want to look at that hill? Okay, come on.
3 is destroyed is actually going okay. Correct है. अभी दूसरा मैच में 176 to 300 ही होगा क्योंकि 165 trees destroy हो गया. And it's only 11 minutes.
And like, they're even pulling in the small camp of creeps that get.
Our player with longest kill streak is right now Elephant ka Lina.
I think that it's going to start to pull away from one of the teams.
15 denies is also wrong. 15 denies. हम लोग किसको दिए थे?
टेम्पलर को दिए थे. लीना
लीना हाँ.
वही दोनों
हाँ प्लेयर विथ हाईएस्ट नेटवर्थ आप किसको दिए थे? रेड किंग नो बट आई गिव फॉर डूम एंड डूम इज लीडिंग तो डूम इज करेक्ट अभी तक 25 मिनट्स हुआ नहीं है 12 मिनट हुआ है तो अभी देखते हैं क्या होता है.
That's Ame. He's the hungry hippo. Because every time I look at
Flare is fast.
all up there and approaching that heart.
कितना पॉज करेगा भाई? थक गया भाई. चलो दूसरा जगह चलो.
Queen of Pain does feel like one of those weird heroes though, where like
तुम्हारा ठीक हो गया
for a while she just feels so incredibly strong. Actually, it's like, oh well, what happens? Going for the Shiva's guard, like it a lot to
ठीक हो गया connection.
Get out of that and a little bit extra burst, but. I wonder if this is too much for Secret to deal with.
Well, that's the issue, right? It's the reason why.
You can try. Wait, let me watch this.
Restart करते हैं. करते.
ओके आपका स्ट्रीम ऑफलाइन हो गया फिर से. आपका ट्विच वाला गया पता है भैया?
क्या
स्ट्रीम गया फिर से.
क्या गया?
ट्विच वाला स्ट्रीम.
और नहीं मेरे को ठीक दिख रहा है. हम रिफ्रेश करके भी देखें.
ओके मेरे लिए ऑफलाइन दिखा रहा है. हाँ मेरे लिए ऑफलाइन है. सच
हम लॉग आउट करके भी देख रहे हैं तो भी दिखाया कि नॉर्मल चल रहा है.
YouTube, I guess.
YouTube में भी सेम YouTube भी चल रहा है.
इसका तो प्रेडिक्शंस ही नहीं किए.
ये Twitch का इश्यूज.
फैनेटिक और एसजी का प्रेडिक्शंस ही नहीं किए. अजल का मैच स्टार्ट हो गया 18 मिनट्स इनटू द मैच.
तो तुम सबमिट करने की कोशिश कर रहे हो, वो सब भी नहीं किया. टाइम आउट.
Last player to be killed is Tide Hunter, Fnatic वाला. First player to buy Blink Dagger SG का. SG का ये कौन है? I forgot the name. Tinker. Total number of player days at end game right now it's 15.
There's no death profit.
Invisibility. What a win for Secret there. I mean, they lose Nisha, but he was able to isolate the rest of LGD into death position.
Matsu has no concerns about sustained damage. Like Bloodlux and a power
When they don't tend to give anything away for free.
down, it's going to get hooked up there from LGD, so he's getting maximum value every single
आप करते हैं स्क्रीन को
This. It was like a little quiet earlier.
Yeah.
It was set up by Dom. You know, this mag that
Matsu ended up getting the Aegis. And Alk didn't bother to buy back, so they were okay with this.
So I'd say this puts Secret pretty comfortably in their position. Now they have 5 minutes where they get to make all the decisions, and it's now LGD's turn to respond for probably the first time in this game. And I think, like I said at the start, I think Secret's game plan was harder to execute, and I still think like what they need to do is not easy, but they can do it.
PSG LGD को 38,000 देख रहा है.
Give me the shard. You already have a shard.
That was hysterical. That's peak ogre gameplay. Right?
इसीलिए lag हो गया.
That's good.
And you were right, Jenkins. So base damage on Overwhelming Blink got nerfed by 100.
नहीं.
The
Coordinator.
strength got buffed from 100 to 150.
Yeah, so he has a heart too on Alk, right?
Yeah,
so
so
I
that's
feel
a lot of
it's
strength.
just it's big.
Which में
big
45
damage.
So an added bonus is also he will cancel blink dagger
In-game
when he
right.
blinks in. There's a potential of the mag RPing
It's
him
a huge
and screwing
AoE,
him.
yeah, it's massive.
Yes, so there's a high chance that he might hit the mag, and that also makes it harder to counter initiate.
Yeah, and I think if he just front lines for
that's a कोई
LGD,
update.
it's like you were mentioning,
Dota का.
Insania. The other heroes like do a lot of damage over time.
कितना
like
MB?
Sky Burst
6.
and then Death Prophet damage over time. If
6.
Like, if he can just tank, his team will do enough damage to carry.
6.
So I like
कोई
the
6
idea of
डाला होगा.
heart overwhelming blink.
6.
Oh, LGD are smoking,
Yeah, this
even
is-
though there's an Aegis to be
They're
worried
doing
about.
a full wraparound. This
they're
I think
circling
You
is
see
all
these
the way around.
couriers, you
This
know
is
exactly
cool.
where they are.
So LGD probably recognize that at this point they need to find the backline in order to win the fights, and they value the vision more than they value the Aegis. So they know that if they smoke from behind,
Smoke gang,
they
smoke
can
gang,
set up
smoke
vision
gang.
to fight over
SG वाला smoke gang. That's good.
That is the that
Ora,
is the
ora, ora. Gang, 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 bang, 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 bang.
Oh, they're gonna have. They're
Bang. Stun हो गया.
In the
Yeah,
BKB. Oh my
just
god.
cutting these off.
अकेले टाइनी पूरा मुश्किल है. हाँ. जितना जल्दी करेक्ट होगा ना उतना जल्दी गेम बंद हो सकता है.
Anywhere, and so you just got the stun. Why
Sounds
will
right.
this tiny die?
Dude,
He's so rough.
I think Secret might look to re-engage. This is very, very, very disappointing.
This is
Just waiting out all this. Now the other team is out and they have to do that. So even though they've lost Misha, they might look
Okay. Yeah, because the Mag RP was waiting for this slam to counter the counter.
The battle of the ogres. The fight has begun again.
There's so many plays.
There's so much stuff at play.
That Prophet doesn't have Exo.
It's still like 50-50.
Yeah, both carriers died.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Cleanup kills. Yo, what is happening? These fights are unbelievable.
PSG LGD पूरा वाइप आउट हो गया सीक्रेट से पूरा वाइप आउट बाप रे बाप they are still dragging the death promise is not done.
Yeah, so Shard, I never see Death Prophet Shard, but I see
I know this match will go long. Long.
I hear them for 2 seconds.
It's a
the full duration of the
long time.
I'm just gonna level with you.
You have to siphon them for quite a while.
Yeah. It's not a very good shot.
No, I never see it.
It's just on Rubik. That situation.
So he was able to cancel the TP.
Long over, long. 44 minutes.
So Roche is gonna respawn.
Stole from DP right.
Roche is now gone. And they didn't lose any objectives. So like, what is the
10-11. That's a 10 point lead.
Rotan available है. Rotan होके
It
game
was like when they were in their heats, that's what it felt like when you played against them. You couldn't say any heroes was cooled out because they would just
standing in the middle of the left on the mini map, like Zai was coming through. And that was the big play, because he was waiting for the response. And then Fade did not hide, he was down under those trees.
Dire's middle tower is under
He
attack.
waited so long for that.
Is it really?
Yeah, at least so I know on the new Tusk Shard, you can walk through the side. So like it's supposed to extend your eye shard. So like
running the whole moment and
through
finally gets
on
back in
heroes.
at the last second to try and turn this one.
Actually, still think it goes so late. It's unbelievable.
Oh wait, no, never mind. They fixed it. I lied. I got official word that they fixed it.
Official word in the form of a finger wag. Update from the newsroom. It looks like Beast Coast took the first game against Quincy Crew.
Radiant are scanning.
What a game. What a series. This is the type of Dota we've been waiting 2 years for.
Yeah, that is for sure. And well, Ame just keeps
Which one is
fighting
team करना बोल रहा है?
to show off. This time it's
वही कुछ नहीं लोग कहाँ से बात
that
कर
is
रहे हैं?
4,280 HP.
कास्टर तो सिर्फ 2 है.
I literally have who's going to end up coming out on
और 4 लोग का 6 लोग का आवाज आ रहा है.
Wait a minute. Wait, you missed it. The horn toss didn't connect.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh wait, Alchemist मार रहा है. What the heck?
That was close.
Even at expense of X for them too.
Thank God वो लोग ने deny नहीं दिया. वो teleport cancel नहीं दिया.
Hold the information. We wait for Roche, but I mean, where are the wards even at right now? Secret have a good one that's over in the Dire side, and we'll drop it down. Nothing to say, dies.
Great jump. They saw Ame on the really deep warp they have in the top jungle, so they knew that he was up there and wasn't going to be available for a potential fight.
Again, the slaughter continues in this one, dropping down that ward right before the fight ended up happening too, which allows YapzOr to now come into this next one with a vision. Place one on the side of LGD up on the high ground to get ready for that next Roche fight, which we know is going to be Isle here. Most likely the next objective. It still is crazy that Zeke
Arcane energies.
I think Nisha's game is think about building into a continent Sage. It's just like, how much does it change in these fights, you know? Like you're thinking about like the sights and stuff, but it doesn't feel like that's going to be enough. Just trying to
Alchemist का 9k लीड है, फिर भी टीम सीक्रेट 2k लीड है, 2k गोल्ड लीड.
बाकी टीम तो नीचे लटक रहा है ना, लाइक क्लॉकवर्क, स्काइरा, फेथ बियान भी नीचे लटक रहा है. बट टीम सीक्रेट का टीम फाइट बहुत अच्छा हो रहा है.
हाँ. एक्चुअली दोनों के पास अच्छा कॉम्बो वाला है जैसे अर्थ शेकर और दूसरे तरफ में टीम फाइट ओरिएंटेड है मैग्नस
टाइनी
मैग्नस के साथ हाँ टाइनी क्वीन ऑफ पेन दूसरे तरफ भी वैसे ही है और शेकर डेथ प्रॉफिट अल्केमिस्ट
बट वही है ना क्लॉकवर्क के वजह से वो लोग नीचे खींचा जा रहा है बस बस धराया हुआ अल्केमिस्ट धराया हुआ अकेले और उसको बीकेबी ऑन करने ही नहीं दिया
हाँ चेन
स्टन Oh, he doesn't even have BKB. अच्छा, he had BKB but cooldown था. Cooldown था उसका BKB.
कितना डैमेज क्लॉकवर्क क्या ही करेगा?
बॉट बैक किया. अल्केमिस्ट ने बॉट बैक.
हाँ ये लास्ट ही है. अरे टर्न क्यूअर करके हेल्प अर्थ शेकर को बाहर.
The hell is happening here? बस अब डेथ प्रॉफिट कराई और अब आने बोला तो
टाइनी को.
Just when you think they're out, they pull him back in. They take down Matu dead for 90 seconds. Wow, that was 2,400 damage just from Sky.
This game will go long. Please.
And that talent.
At least एक correct हो गया.
Top barracks are under attack.
Now Roche has
that actually made the buyback in the Alchemist feel worth it.
दो correct हो गए.
We'll take that. You can see that there's a broad spectrum of damage from LGD. Right now, for Secret, it's all tiny. So when he's dead, like this game opens up for LGD. They have 60 seconds to really, place their claim on the map.
And again, see Flair coming into the Roche pit from the Clockwork. Value from the 5. Zai is to supplement that for his own team using the Helm Creep. Sitting this in there, doing a lot of scouting for this throughout the game. Though they will at least know if LGD going the pit, but I don't know if they can actually contest it.
LGD रोशन के लिए जा रहा है.
That this game has been as we get the chemical speed over.
ये वाला रोशन फाइट जो जीता I guess मैच ओवर होगा.
Creep, but they go too far wide.
The Apps are up on the
Secret को पता है लोग रोशन के लिए जाएंगे. But they're all spread out.
रूबिक था, रूबिक भी बच गया.
टाइनी मर गया लेकिन. टाइनी मर गया. ये CLGD करेगा कि
beautiful play. I mean that's all you can ask for, right?
Yeah. Radiant are scanning.
Roach, the Radiant even wondered, did they do it? Are they in there right now?
टाइनी भी वापस आ गया है.
They pull back together and get the next tier of neutral items in line. Talking about Nisha could have gone for it, decided to pick that one up instead of finishing the Kayaka.
Got a lot hurt. It's just like what is a Kaya gonna do? I think it's probably just considering if he had it mind himself a buyback that he didn't want to lose much gold. So now you have something big here, and this is actually like an answer. Like there's no Aeon discs or anything. He can just go for Zinq or something.
Right, but we do see this cap for both teams on Nisha as well as for Zinq. So yeah, it's if we're gonna be honest. But yeah, what could be the last fight here? I mean, maybe not, to be honest. The way these games have been going, it's just psychotic. But what now? Almost 60 kills within 41 minutes? Or no. Rock it on! Secret. Tumble Man. Shard done. He hits rapidly. Take people down. Go in though.
And it's up. With that essentially there. Now, as a clock where you do give yourself away here, Matu knows he's there.
Clockwork caught up again. Clockwork निकल जाएगा. Tiny मरेगा. नहीं, Tiny नहीं मरेगा. Tiny BKB से धूम धाम. This could be very bad for PSG.
Immediate fight में आ गई है
LGD Fabian barely able to get the escape, but this is approach and maybe more. Good Yule Scepter, nothing to say.
वो बोली कल, मेरे पास आएगा कल.
But nonetheless, this is still a huge loss for LGD. Great communication from Secret.
Man, they're really pulling out all the tricks. Between their heroes,
Dyer's middle tower is under attack. Dyer's middle tower has fallen. Dyer's bottom tower is under attack.
End करने का ट्राई है. हाँ. 2 मिनट extend हो गया बस.
Dyer's structures are fortified. Dyer's middle barracks are under attack.
And that's so much of their damage granted.
Dyer's middle barracks
Huge hold here from the rest of the heroes.
1 मिनट extend हो जाए बस.
Their only hope is
44 मिनट. नहीं, 1 मिनट extend हो जाए.
It's so difficult. They need a full chance.
नहीं होगा 1 मिनट में. नहीं होगा. वो पूरा डिफेंस किया है. वापस दारा नुकसान किया.
Go to try and clean up Roche, and that last fight is completely opening things up for Secret here.
देना पड़ेगा. वो लोग नुकसान देना पड़ेगा. कुछ नहीं कर सकता PSG. Where is team Secret? Team B बोला. Group B में. हाँ भैया. Fourth मतलब. PSG.
Series of wild rides
PSG top.
and we've got a refresher.
Okay, if they lose, that means Team Secret is the better team. Yeah, picks better मिला
Nothing to say. Doing some dance moves to get ready for an exorcism. But this is where they want to
Let's
stake their claim. This
yeah,
is where they want to go high ground.
खत्म नहीं होगी.
That's insane.
मतलब वो लोग pull up किया है.
Right? Like 1.5 seconds on the spell seal with the Octar, unbelievable. You just get every
PSG के किसी का भी buyback नहीं. अगर ये fight हारा वो लोग, it is GG.
specific only would be kill them.
One
How do you actually stop them from being safe?
has buyback.
No. I mean, it's just going to beat them no matter what. 97% win probability. LGD.
Tower denied पता नहीं.
Deny or not?
But a biased coordinator.
उसके बाद का तो और
26k. There's the control fissure.
Dyer's bottom tower is under attack. Dyer's bottom tower has fallen.
Literally.
3-4 shots tower.
अच्छा, I want to ask, वो जो teleport वाला कैसे लगाता है वो न्यू जो मिला ना कंपेंडियम में teleport वाला क्या है?
आर्मरी में हो
आर्मरी में था.
Really well played by Nothing to Say. Keeps them alive. That's Aegis down.
Did miss the hook shot though for a potential chance there. Maybe get a good fight started. But Zinky wasn't really close either. Went all the way back to the fountain. So.
That's as good of a first hold as you're going to get.
So there was cheese was spent.
So one more on Nisha.
Yeah, fair enough.
Glitches in TI. क्या वो?
I think
Glitches with TI.
Second push no more. But yeah, it's Aegis down. Still at Aghanims for the Rubik. Plan for Secret, I guess that with this DD, do they just go?
They eventually just walk forward and win, I think, at this point. Even without the age, like they must feel like they're so strong at the moment. Everyone is buyback about Matu as well, so we might see some returns to the fight here. Things go a little bit poorly on the high ground.
Also a little bit scared.
Rock on.
High grounds. We've seen a few games that are less than 1% chance and because of some.
Remember to hydrate.
Obviously, not position for themselves.
आप अपना Twitch chat में वो ऐड करिए channel points और वो highlight वाला. क्या हो रहा है?
ready to go. Got to put save in the world right in front of him.
वो रखे ना जो हाईलाइट मैसेज या फिर अनलॉक स्टिकर तो अभी ऐड नहीं किया.
He like made a lot of chaos right next to the thing, which was a save, right? You saw Matsu was actually taking quite a bit of damage for a little bit there.
Afterwards to an Troll up from Faith Beyond. Q back in. Now with an exorcism down.
Quarantine lockdown.
Constant going that
Every-
we're seeing from C.
सब lift off हो गया है. What they everything is getting lifted up.
लेकिन वो लोग को ये
They're
नहीं
not
पता
coming back. I mean, they have to wear it in, obviously.
दिखेगा कि
कोऑर्डिनेटर ही इशू हो गया है.
Not much stopping it. Almost three-shot it.
That was an active spot for the Alchemist too. So I'm not sure who gives that one to.
Do not extend to 60 minutes. मेरा prediction wrong हो जाएगा.
I'll try and use the fact there's no try and burn the BKB.
Game end करो भाई. 60 minutes में कौन सा game होता है?
Yeah, if they can get that, that's a ton of damage. If two heroes get caught, you're able to get that Mystic Flare down.
Plus they don't have any like pure carry.
That is how you wind up with a
Okay.
massive comeback.
Okay.
Secret discussing that. They will finally just say, you know, they hung around just in case LGD actually left the base. Oh no.
Just
Back right.
BKB back. We're gonna go back in this one.
The racing here, I think, knowing that BG Gaming probably just right next to this.
Middle down the melee instead.
We'll never see this one come.
What's the range on that telekinesis? It just looks insane how far away he can cast it from.
It's massive.
तू पता नहीं जो कर गया ठीक
God, they have to find Yapsor, but he's just staying constantly smoked up behind.
पहला मैच हार गया वो लोग.
नहीं सारा ही
Dyer's bottom barracks.
हाँ पहला मैच आज तक हार गया.
अच्छा.
Nothing to say. Download discount button.
चोप नहीं. I think coordination नहीं हो रहा है.
लोग क्वालिफायर सब जगह मर्जी और सेकंड का वाइड डेप्थ ऑफ अटैक है लार्ज है और
टीम सीक्रेट अच्छा खेला है. Not gonna lie.
Play just
Expectation में तो अच्छा ही खेला.
you get those wins.
एलिफेंट
That was not the most exciting game that I've
कौन जीता?
बीची गया.
Let's go as well. Think of from now. Just
अत्ती हार गया.
their shawl.
Beast Coast's turn to pick.
Yeah, most of this, you know, combo from Invoker, the kisses from Snapfire, you're easily going to be able to run away, or actually, well, knowing Beast Coast, run on top of them, you know, just charge straight in
And it's
on these heroes.
It's not any. It's no like point target stuns or anything from Quincy Crew, and they're all like you can kind of see them coming, right? Like the stomp, you see it winding up, you see the spirit. Snapfire, you see a cookie. It's none of these instant disables where I feel like Stampede can just break you out of a situation where, oh my god, I'm gonna get caught by cookie, Stampede, boom, gone. Gotta get caught by stomp, Stampede, boom, gone. Or like you said, get on top of these.
Oh, you are getting extra point for you know what, supporter club team win.
It's not good anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
The 3 ones are not getting
Then you
that.
put the Shadow Demon as a 4,
These are
and you
gonna
put
kill you.
Centaur
समझ
as a
रहे
3.
हैं. अगर आप
and Weaver
supporter
just-
club वाला नहीं खरीदे हो तो नहीं मिलेगा आपको ज़्यादा points.
Dornbrecht, happy to see this one.
Probably carry, right?
We didn't get to
So
see
that is
this
the
in the last
downside.
game, but I
10
think it must
seconds
be.
remaining.
Because we saw it.
It's going to be the carry Dornbrecht here from
We
K1.
saw
I
So
guess.
they want you to invest.
Echo Saber Radiance, both
Invest
games.
equal to succeed.
So
Otherwise,
cool. And
Battle
he
Pass
was
Kal.
unbelievably
Kal
far
Kal.
in those. Actually, so far. And it looks good. You don't care about ET. Like, ET's like, I kill agi heroes. I'm really good versus all these like high armor, etc. Dawnbreaker has unbelievable HP pool. Decent armor, but it's the HP really more than anything.
आपका percentile कितना?
50 भी दिखा रहा था.
Wondering.
Percentile आपका 50 है.
73.
Fantasy 73 point. Okay. For some reason, मेरे 82.4 percentile.
I think Beast Coast have really.
I don't know कैसे.
Corner.
Yeah, now with
this draft, I mean,
Beast Coast gets Centaur.
So मतलब भी क्या होता है हमको नहीं
Man,
पता.
we banned Mars. We would love to have Mars
मतलब
now.
तुम उतना
Mars would have been a nice fit.
Mars would be a good one.
Beast Coast's turn to ban.
I'm gonna go for the Deucer.
Okay.
Big strong carry.
Into
पिछले
Shadow
साल मेरा
Demon.
99.8.
Hero that stands still, so it doesn't
पिछले
worry.
साल
George.
Illusions.
George.
Damage
खत्म हो
illusions.
गया था फिर
There's a Medusa in the later
10
stages.
seconds remaining. Quincy Crew's turn to ban.
Most picked hero हमने हक दिया पता है. Tiny most picked होना चाहिए था.
Strength on heroes.
I like that. They've done that indicates 100% they have done. I mean, it was done
ये लोग
carry
वो
anyway,
बैन
but
नहीं कर रहा है. टाइनी हर मैच में दिख रहा है और हर मैच में ये भी दिख रहा है
ban नहीं
कि
कर
किक होता है टाइनी जीत जा रहा है.
AoE control.
जीत जा रहा है. हाँ.
लेकिन कोई
जिस टीम पे टाइनी होता है वो जीत जा रहा है. कोई ban नहीं कर रहा. सही
The backup of the Dawnbreaker coming in with the ult.
5 seconds
It's going to be
remaining.
rather difficult for Quincy Crew to set up the fight in a manner that allows this Deuce to just kill the heroes.
it just looks much harder execution. Well, I feel like Beast Coast, if they just click the
हाँ,
road,
अभी
it's
tough
going
match.
to be really hard
Turn
for
to
you.
ban.
If Centaur gets into your backline,
इसलिए तो सेंटोर पिक हुआ है. एल्डर भी बैन कर देते ना तो सेंटोर पिक होता है.
Volker also.
सेंटोर और मैग्नस पिक होता है.
I mean, what
अच्छा, एल्डर
offlane is
टाइटन
sort of
पिक.
left in?
I understood कि कौन सा टैंक है जो अग्रेसिव है.
Do some melee range, do some.
समझ रहे हैं? मतलब अग्रेसिव एज इन
5 seconds
कूदता है जो कुत्ता माफिक. ये सब टैंक है. Elder, then Centaur, then Spirit Breaker, then Earthshaker,
I
then
guess it could be a 5 Dawnbreaker.
Tiny.
Beast Coast's turn to
banning AM
pick.
as well, in fact. I mean, of course, Ant would have had strengths against Invoker and Deuce. I don't know if they would have picked AM.
Tank as in strength.
Invoker and Dusa.
Not particularly tank.
Is AM good enough to pick in these sort of games? Even
AM
you sure
10
you have those
seconds
strengths, but
remaining.
does that make the hero viable enough?
5 seconds
Then it's like-
remaining.
Amp.
I mean, is there any other sort of diffusal heroes here?
Warplane.
Any sort of mana burning hero?
Slark. There's so many that just get put off because
Great, but Jog is in.
Wind Ranger, Faceless Void.
Hero?
Yeah, it is.
If it's even still going to be, it probably.
If
it's
yeah,
okay.
if
I mean, who knows? Maybe it will be Dawnbreaker. I guess
We'll
it
see
is
if
still
we're
flex.
if we're right or Quincy Crew's right here.
I mean, Medusa
Is it carry or not?
will win the game late game.
Yeah.
Right? If
Quincy
it is a Dawnbreaker
Crew's
carry, she'll
turn
win
to
the game.
Okay.
They're gonna go Lifestealer. Okay. So now they've got a lot of infests plenty. Infest Dawnbreaker ult across the map with a Lifestealer infested. We've got infested Puck, infested Centaur. A lot of aggression that we can see Beast Coast do again with this.
Yeah, and one of the reasons why I was all about Jug, just the magic immune.
10 seconds remaining.
Invoker, you buy a BKB or play a lifesteal.
5 seconds remaining.
Is not going to care really at all about the ET Invoker or
It's
Snapfire.
one of the worst heroes to play ET versus all throughout laning phase. And he can just turn and hit you back. You don't really care. You pop rage. You don't even get hurt too much from the natural order anyway. But you rage.
They need that control, but I don't see what hero that's going to come from for Quincy.
Because now also
Who's
they don't
going to
have
lock down Lifestealer through the rage.
Yeah, they have Stone
How'd you lock him
Gaze
down?
and Splitter to at least like mess with him a little bit during rage at the least.
How do they catch him? How do they lock him down? The Lifestealer and a Puck that they are going to have rather free games here for Beast.
How do they catch Puck? That is one.
Yeah.
I'm like trying to think what Leslau can play that can also help them try to catch this Puck because it looks so free for him. But all the take it out. It's not
You may
except for
now
the Tide,
select
but
your heroes.
now you're picking Tide into Lifestealer. So I think Lifestealer's pretty happy about that. I think they read this. I think Beast Coast probably was like, all they have left is Tide.
I think because obviously Tide, similar to the Lycan situation of the last pick from Quincy last game, it's not a surprise, right? You know, this is a hero that they know that they've left in the pool. Yeah, well, we'll see if Quincy Crew can make the magic happen here, but I think it's going to be hard. It's going to require some huge ravages because they need that initiation, they need that setup. But otherwise, Chris Luck and K1, they're going to be rolling all over the place.
I'm still happy to see that they picked actual team fight though, so they won't like.
True.
It's like in mid game they'll be able to bring the battle back to Beast Coast instead of being like, hey guys, we need to wait for Noosa forever. They can actually fight with their 4 heroes pretty nicely. I say that. I have seen Invoker struggle this tournament. He's had like a 16% win rate across 6 games. He's looked very underwhelmed.
And what the lane against the puck isn't great.
Not great.
No.
Sure. Invoker, he doesn't like get stunned. He's probably usually I think like what 300 or 400 gold behind out of the laning phase because he saves money on regen. You don't buy bottle, etc. That, but yeah, puck just has an easier time just forcing the wave out and can only.
Let's get game 2. Beast Coast versus Quincy Crew. A lot of team fight coming out, which is always what we want to see. And yeah, execution. Absolutely bang on these big game fights. Can't allow any slip-ups. Obviously, there is always going to be the fullback, the backup of
prediction.
Total number of Roshan
game. But if Beast Coast can,
it feels good.
这么菜的队友不会生气吧，哥哥？
and unable to control these 2 core.
Depends on the style. Beast Coast.
They're going to be running in, running out, jumping in, jumping out.
Are they going to run it for a level 1 fight? I like Beast Coast level 1 fight a lot more. They have a Medusa and Invoker on one side. Those 2 heroes literally do nothing level 1. I guess the Snake's not horrendous anymore.
Puck or Invoker? Supporter last में आता है. Player with highest total physical damage done.
Gone. Lifestealer. Lifestealer हो सकता है, Dawn Breaker हो सकता है, Medusa भी हो सकता है.
I think दोनों same team है ना? Dawn Breaker डाल. I am betting. कितना रुपया पता बैठ है. Dawn Breaker.
It feels good to be this guy.
Even though मर चुका है, मर चुकी है एक बार. अब बोलेगा support Dawn Breaker खेल रहा है, रे भैंस की है.
They're ready for this. Game 2. Quincy Crew.
Next door for the first 5 seconds of the fight. And then
East Coast ठीक है.
Annoying the hell out of Yawar. Yawar made the long walk. Schofield caught him midway and.
Fun क्या? Fnatic वाला?
Just the range.
Fnatic वाला first match अभी भी चल रहा है 52.
It feels good.
About 60 minutes नहीं, please, bro. That's painful, bro. अच्छा नहीं, Fnatic वाला
Let's see how Quinn does, because as you mentioned, Invokers have been struggling. This game, as we did see the other Invokers.
It feels good to be this good.
3, I believe it was, all went for XEMP.
I mean, and what is the way that you would build the Invoker nowadays? I feel like we've seen sort of straight Midas, we've seen Vessel.
Last player to be killed, your pick none. First player to buy Blindegger none.
I still think you're going to want to go.
Which team will win none?
I like double null into the earth.
ये Fnatic वाला है. Pick करने का मौका ही नहीं मिला. हाँ. Total number of player deaths at game and none. Pick करने का मौका ही नहीं मिला. Thank God I didn't pick. Fuck हो जाता है.
Radiant's bottom
गेम एंड होगा अभी. मर गया. ये क्या था? ये वही था जो जगरनॉट बनता था. जीजी हो गया दिए. एजी गेम जीजी.
ET specialist.
Close to the ring of health. Coming out from
Quinn's doing really well mid. I think the first blood is really helping him out. Having that extra no. Look at the base damage. 62 on Puck, 73 on the Invoker right now. Double open. So he should come out.
Juggernaut 5-0-13.
Not the case as it should be.
My pro player got carried. मेरा pro player कौन था पता है? कौन? Tinker was my mid laner. वो भी gold mid laner हाँ. 4 DI. उसने किया 202 5000 gold के साथ. सपोर्ट किया था सपोर्ट टिंकर. Venomancer 232 Night Stalker 023. उधर में जगरनॉट.
Get those trade backs with the ET.
The hell is this stat, bro?
Gotta get up early.
Continue to get.
अच्छा उल्टा हो गया. माफ करो. The stats were 5013. Night Stalker 178. Tinker 9110. अच्छा चलो my carry.
And he's level 3 already now. So this lane is gonna.
Venomancer 4-4-15 and Lion 3-5-12.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Both offlane starting to get some action.
This top lane feels like it's gonna be like really hard now for Beast. Like LOA can just run at this centaur and he's gonna have plus 80 at least. So if he catches the SD with the spirit, try him. He can. He's still gonna have plus like 60-70 damage.
Oh, Elephant VC Gaming is starting.
Very good start for Quinn.
I think he should have the urn finished up too. Yeah. So he's got urn, he's got raindrop, double no, love it.
Oh, he's already got a chance to maybe get Whisper again, but
Fantasy वाले में did you get 400 extra points? Fantasy challenge winnings
top 50 के लिए ना.
top 75 के लिए मिला मेरे को.
Okay, हम top
70 queued up there from K1. Maelstrom Radiance.
73.3.
Very farm heavy if that's the case.
अच्छा तब मेरे को I think आज एक और एक मिल जाएगा. Set. I'm guessing that. एक set मिलना चाहिए. Since I got 200 right now, go predictions.
Now he's got the level 3 points to retaliate. Play a bit more aggressive. When focus has sort of shifted over.
आज 8 तारीख है ना? आज का दिया इसने 400 दिया 75 के लिए और तुम करेक्ट मैच. ओह तो अब वो लोग अपडेट कर दिया. ठीक है. लेकिन परसेंटेज वाला वो लोग लेट देगा.
Just like about a minute ago, I think I saw LOA sent his spirit into the triangle. So he was scouting out to see if Beast Coast. He only saw the one double sec. They have hard camp. And yeah, you are.
आपने किसी को रखा है क्या तुलसी वाले से? फैंटेसी में? नहीं रखा. VC रखा है. एलिफेंट VC 2 है मेरे पास और टीम सीक्रेट और SG.
same for you are. Both carries.
My player scored 0 right now. Update हो जा. Scored player update.
It's like hitting neutral creeps, like just not even having.
It feels good to be this good.
Now with Javelin so early versus the Tide under 2, even more kill potential in them.
ये सब betting sites का है लोग sponsor है पता है. एक bet में एक रे bet और कल एक bet मिला था दूसरा. Everyone are betting that. It is like Dream 11. Everyone is Dream 11.
He face shifted like almost a full second to him. Yeah, that was very early. Yeah, Whisper, Vanguard's done, starting to fully catch back up there. Now the lane is a lot easier for him. Now they can't really push him out at all. The LOA did such a job from the beginning. And now he steps up far.
Right, Whisper got the stampede, so I don't know if there's any escape for him. And it looks like he won't even need it.
Probably gives away their Lord that they have. Yeah, immediately gets pinged by him, but either way, well worth it.
He's gone.
इतना देर रात को कोई अजीब सा बैठते थे पूरा गला दर्द कर रहा है
अभी प्रेस कर लो ना प्रेस कर लीजिए मतलब नेक एक्सरसाइजेस होता है ना जो बचपन में कराता था अबे पीटी क्लासेस बोल के लेफ्ट राइट लेफ्ट हाथ गले को वैसे कर लो हल्का
Quinn's attention is focused the most. Again, waits for the orb, comes in with the lockdown of the cold snap. The orb back up just in time, but again, just continues to just be forced out of this area of the map. It's going to be very hard for Crystal to continue to make rotations when Quinn just burns through the entirety of his health and mana lines.
Playing it really well. Chris just has to be more careful. That's like 2 or 3 times now we've seen him just set himself up against EM in that orb. Now positioning himself so aggressive to use that orb backwards.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Maelstrom done. For Lifestealer, Yamar, not much. Setting something at the top, or Whisper. Stampede a tree cut.
ओके तब से बज रहा है अभी भी बज रहा है इसको चेस भी नहीं कर सकता ना भाग जाता है very slippery bastard
losing 2 heroes and both of those going into the hands of K1's Lifestealer.
I think they should look to only really make plays as it's like ET7
oh दूसरा मैच शुरू हो गया ना पिकिंग पे सीधा PC Gaming has PC Gaming और Elephant का 3-2 pick चल रहा है अभी
Medusa because his 2 supports just lack. They lack a lot.
Fnatic का शुरू है PSG LGD का भी नहीं शुरू हुआ
fully active moving around about that vessel done Stinger
Stinger still goes down. Chasing take him out.
Trying to sit. I think if he should have just failed. He should have just ditched that Dawnbreaker. He's looking very dead. Big mistake there from K1. They'll be regretting that one. And now Dusa, any time spent, any time we're
team fight में last player
overall
he's gonna get so much space. However, they did not really have too much ancient and hard camp to block. Now they do have that unblocked. They have a couple.
अब बचा 3 जन
War can make his way over there. That's gonna hurt. Gonna hurt Beast Coast a lot.
जो लीस्ट किल्ड है वही है प्लेयर वो लीस्ट किल है लास्ट किल नहीं है वो पता है दे एफ्ड अप द टाइपिंग लीस्ट किल होना चाहिए वो लास्ट किल नहीं
सपोज सब
Dawnbreaker's ulting in, sure.
कभी ना कभी मरा है, कोई भी नंबर ऑफ टाइम्स मरा है, लेकिन जो सबसे आखिरी था
Dire's structures are falling.
अनबीटन तो बीटन हुआ था,
Dire's top tower is under
So they might be
attack.
aware of that. So
Beast Coast is heading over.
Yeah. Got Ravage.
So the number doesn't matter. कि matter करता है.
ये मैटर करता है कि कौन था अभी जिसका अच्छा बट वही बात है ना, इट इज वन ऑफ द वियर्डेस्ट वाला अंदर कैसे वही ना, आई थिंक इट इज लीस्ट किल्ड होना चाहिए, इसने उनको लास्ट किल कर दिया है। बस डॉन ब्रेकर मर गए, बचा भी नहीं पाएगा उसको। क्यों अब क्यों घुस रहा है, पहले घुसना चाहिए था। कौन है ये? क्विंसी क्रू है ना, क्विंसी क्रू मार रहा है और बीस्ट कोर्स थक रहा है। वैसे दोनों बॉटम ऑफ द बैरल है ना, दोनों ग्रुप बी में बॉटम ऑफ द बैरल है, तो डजंट मैटर।
Very good fight from Quincy. And yeah, I guess Whisper was just finishing his blitz the whole time because he was just very late.
At least some
party to the party. Now he does have blink though, so if he does walk into the next fight, he will do a lot stronger. But yeah, it's just weird. Like he walks up with K1 bottom. He could have just maybe if he waited for the blink. I feel like they're being a little bit too rushed on the side of K1 to fight back with Quincy. Manta's done.
Free farming.
Very well.
K1 has the lead. While close behind. Take another good team fight against Beast Coast.
Last player to be killed, मतलब जिसका early game अच्छा होगा उसको select करना होगा. Early game, mid game.
Just like Quincy Crew has to have the Invoker for the most part, if they don't have Ravage to make plays with the two supports, I think it's the same thing on the side of Beast Coast. These two supports should not be looking to make any type of solo plays. They should be strictly playing with Whisper with Crystal. Now we're seeing all four of them stick.
Dire are scanning.
The ult's up here for Stinger.
No Ravage.
Everyone's just starting off the action here, trying to take the focus quick. There goes Wars. The quick who stop will stop. Who stop from LOA. Dream point down as well. LOA does keep his distance. Still trying to get the killer. Will manage to sort of stampede, but Whisper's going to lose his life for that one.
ये सपोर्ट डॉन ब्रेकर है, पता है?
To secure that kill onto LOA.
Little shredder.
I took a bet on Dawn Breaker, but सपोर्ट निकला और वहाँ पर उल्टा साइड में life stealer is attacked.
They're pretty poor on the support, and I imagine the Shadow King is
Radiant's
going to go for his
bottom
own
tower
items
is
rather
under
than going for
attack.
anything to buff up the core.
Radiant structures are
Medusa is going to
fortified.
have
सपोर्ट डॉन ब्रेकर से अच्छा अटैकिंग ही डॉन ब्रेकर बना लेता, कम से कम फाइट में मार तो सकता हो किसी को।
Radiant's bottom tower is
ओ एलिफेंट वीसी स्टार्ट हो गया।
Radiant's bottom tower has
They come in as
fallen.
the fifth team.
Total number of Roshan kills.
Prepare for battle.
I think Medusa और बैट राइडर है। 3 कर दे उसको। हाँ? कि 0 to 2 ही रखे। प्लस टाइनी भी है। Player with most dewards by 15 minutes. Disruptor है support. Weaver भी support ही है। और एल्डर टाइटन है। फिनिक्स नहीं करेगा, उनको पता है। किसको देना चाहिए?
डिसरप्टर कर देते हैं।
डिसरप्टर ठीक है। टोटल नंबर ऑफ स्मोक गैंग किल्स एट गेम एंड 5/8 या फिर श्योर
या 5/8
5 to 8 हमको लग रहा है 9 to 12 एम्बिशियस हो जाएगा थोड़ा सा.
Last play to be played. The last 0 to 1.
टाइनी नहीं, टाइनी मरेगा. टाइनी को तो फाइट लेना पड़ेगा. ओयो हाँ.
First blood. I thought I saw that in the forecast.
Think you won.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
PSG LGD का भी पिक शुरू हो गया. 6-6 हो गया, मतलब 3-3 हो गया. फैनेटिक का भी स्टार्ट हो गया. 1-2.
Caster anymore, you deal damage to your right leg. Yeah.
It's annoying.
PSG's turn to pick.
उसी को देखते हैं अभी. PSG LGD उसी का.
फैनेटिक का भी पिक शुरू हो गया.
And they know the safe lane heroes probably have face where they can do it, and they go for the Wraith King, so someone who can fight a little bit, right? And combo up with some earlier Chen creeps. If there's a rotation from the Snapfire, let's say this becomes a snap mid, this would be a very Beast Coast thing to do, where they always pick a stun for their carry, the snap just TPs at level 6, and you get a free kill on the enemy offlaner. And
10 seconds
also
remaining.
works with the Agnums really well. Like, this snap getting an Ags would be really good this game.
5 seconds remaining.
Between Wraith King and Tidehunter and sending those two heroes, that is very powerful. Not a necessity, of course. Doesn't mean we have to just like, oh, this has to be snap mid or it's bad. But the flex option is there. Could even be a snap 3, theoretically. We could see like a 4 Tide. That's very doable.
Tide. I think that much more often what we're seeing now allowing there to be a lot of flexibility.
Support Weaver.
That
तो devote कर दिया है.
I think they'd get away with the Lina. Probably I would ban if I was LGD, because like Silver Edge Hero versus the Tide Hunter, as well as just like they have some decent beefcakes. Like it feels a little bad to have Clinks and Lina, but I could also understand why they do it, because they have Ogre. And then the other hero, of course, is just right. Same concept we discussed in the last draft. Queen of Pain, Lina. They're good early picks. They're always pretty much going to be good throughout the drafting phase when you have the opponent like countering you on this last pick.
It feels like also setting up for that Lina.
10 seconds remaining.
See if LGD just that one away from.
5 seconds remaining.
Scary. Clinks is just such a weird hero right now.
LGD's turn to ban.
They ban it.
Oh, they ban it themselves?
Yeah.
I feel like, I kind of thought Secret might want it. I definitely think. Yeah. I think Secret looks even better though for LGD. I think Lina does look better for LGD than it looks for Secret, because Secret again have that like Clinks Lina issue. Right. They have no backliner like LGD. They have no one who's like sitting in the back and just throwing out damage. So one of these like ranged heavy damage heroes would be really
5
nice.
seconds remaining.
And they might even still go back for it for sure.
I wonder if that was their thought with the team. That will ban it.
Yeah. Could be. I think a Anisha Puck could be okay here, just because I think getting into fights is still a little bit tough for them. Like, I wouldn't mind a Spirit Hero here for Team Secret now that we're at this point.
But that's what I was saying, we're like, so weird. This hero, if they get to this stage, that
Team Secret's turn to pick.
Puck is sort of non. Probably can deal with.
That would have been a kind of scary Leshrac game, I say. I know Secret have played it already, but running into these heroes,
10 seconds
that's a
remaining.
lot of like cluster damage I see for a Leshrac hero, but they don't want to deal with that. They don't want to deal with their towers perhaps melting on the earlier parts of the game.
Admiral Kunkka.
Not a Spirit, not a Puck, but the other option, the classic, the Kunkka, right? Another potential playmaker here.
Let's go SF. Last pick.
SF sounds hype.
That would
DP
be
sounds
sick.
better, but SF sounds
10
hype.
seconds remaining.
It's good against Kunkka too. That would be fun.
It's okay versus like Doom and stuff too.
5
It's like
seconds
you get
remaining.
Doom, you're like, it's all right,
I'm just gonna hang out.
It's fine. I'm just gonna keep swinging.
Tinker.
Choose your hero.
Alrighty, that's a ranged annoying hero.
Interesting.
With the combination of the Chen creeps too, so he's got some utility for his TPs, right?
I think this is a classic too. Is it nothing to say Tinker?
It's about to be.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Right? After that last game, if it's anything similar, it shall be a story tale to tell, and I have not got to see a Tinker at team.
No, me either.
Finally. This hero, obviously very scary in pubs, most recently. It's offlane Tinker, all over the place, but mostly the mid, too. Yeah, we're kind of an expected one. Everyone's sort of wondering, how's it going to do? Is Tinker going to be a really strong hero? Right now, this appears to be the first pick. Now, there might be a game ongoing, but as of the finished matches, this is the first Tinker. So, Here we go. No pressure. There's nothing to say. Didn't go so well for the Alchemist when you guys brought that out for the first one, but maybe this one will be a bit better.
Ooh, that's fine. They put up a good showing in that game. You know what? We'll give it to them still nonetheless. So they won in their hearts. They didn't win. But yeah, game number 2 now. Secret facing off.
लग रहा है कि थोड़ा लंबा जाएगा.
With Chen going out there, we've got ourselves a on the other side. A battle of what is the most broken heroes in Dota 2 happening.
Wait. Incoming report.
Yes.
SG Esports victory with Tinker.
So they have played a Tinker as well.
A 3-minute game versus the Fnatic. They took the victory.
Interesting.
Wow.
Spoilers.
My bad. Spoilers were not enabled. I didn't see the button clicked. I'm sorry.
Highest net worth by 25 minutes.
Massive amount of tips going on right now. LGD.
你这么菜，你的队友不会生气吧，哥哥？
Highest net worth. भैया.
I'm dead.
Nisha डाल दिया. Will there be a teleport cancelled by stun in 10 minutes? No.
How long will the game be?
Very long. Very low. 44 to 60 minutes. Very low. तो निशा पहले मर गए. नेवर माइंड, नेटवर्क कम हो जाता है, लिंक्स को डाल देता है. जिंक्यू मारा है, जिंक्यू को डाल देता है. नहीं हाँ नहीं मटुम्बा मैन डाल देता. तुम्बा तो पहले मर गया.
फर्स्ट प्लेयर टू गेट 50 लास्ट.
30 seconds to battle.
First player to get 50 last hits. I think it will be Kunka or Links. Kunka died. Kunka मर गया अभी एक बार.
50 लास्ट हिट्स तो ले ही सकता है.
ठीक है, डाल दिए Kunka.
How long will the game be?
Very long, 44 minutes. Because क्योंकि क्लिंग्स भी है, कुंका भी है, बट गेम एंड होना चाहिए, लेकिन नहीं होगा. चैन है ना, चैन.
In every meeting of minds, there must be a loser.
The record drum boy.
Gives them 2 kills again here. So
could this be too untitled rotation?
Apparently either
Backrider doesn't
happy to stay with that side. Very interesting. So this is the first time this has happened.
The other tower damage.
Fanatics turn to
Posición entre los árboles, algo que me está gustando bastante.
Also a hero that builds in. Care too much about these spells. They have nothing that goes magic immune. Like a good Sven game until we see the last pick from Fnatic.
10 seconds remaining.
Invoke your mid, Sansa 5,
5
Phoenix
seconds remaining.
3. And also the fact that you steal the Sven away from Raven so we can't play the Sven again. Useno, Void. Well, I wouldn't be surprised to see Fnatic run through.
Maybe Razor once again. I don't mind seeing Razor. Deals well with Sven. None of these heroes I Lincoln Sphere. Sven's not a hero that very cost. The item, 4 staff are one way to put it.
Good. It gives you a tempo hero that likes to play with teamfight ultis as well. Someone who's not just going to sit back and AFK farm, but actually wants to get involved with your Mars and your Phoenix early on. Yeah, they really are scratching their heads about this one.
Or TB, I think those two are. Terrorblade.
Because Terrorblade gives you tower push options.
Yes, because they're really lacking some tower damage. Mars, Phoenix, Invoker don't provide you that. Checks a lot of the boxes. What I said before.
When?
Which hero did I? When?
You may now select your heroes.
I thought they're not gonna go for
God, what did you say? What did you
Spectre
say?
against Sven. I'm looking through the heroes.
अगर कोई बंडल मिलता है बिना अनबंडल किए इक्विप नहीं कर सकता.
नहीं.
Yesterday, as a response to was it yet?
Legion Command.
Yes, the Ruined Legion Commander in the lane. They still decide to go for Spectre. So Oracle.
अभी अगर मिलेगा तो हम सोच रहे थे अनबंडल करे कि नहीं करे, क्योंकि 2 तो मैंने अनबंडल कर दिया.
Proper silence. Follow it up. Oracle's gonna have a tough time.
क्या लगता है तुम?
I'm wondering if
Beach तुम पाएगा
next follow the trend.
हाँ. तो तब तक हम गेम खेलेगा कि नहीं डाउट है.
5 seconds remaining.
Yesterday you went boosted travel rush, then you went into BKB with brown boots into BKB. Maybe that went like Dragonlance, MKB.
There's a lot of
like no Yule Scepter anymore.
Sometimes people tend to get it.
इसमें Dota में ये पैसा स्पेंड करेगा कि नहीं?
They kind of a lockdown.
Dota खेलेगा कि नहीं?
Casting BKB is a must. BKB.
Also main question to be Dota खेलेगा कि नहीं खेलेगा?
Even first item if you can travel not to be. Definitely an earlier BKB deal with silence, deal with Phoenix. Phoenix is gonna have a rough time.
खेलेगा और सब तो unbundle मत करो.
The BKB kills the egg. Her job and be able to blow up people.
और अगर गेम नहीं खेलेगा तो unbundle कर दो, रखा रहेगा.
You leaning one way or the other? Feeling FG after that game 1 victory. Lena. I feel like so many ways to enter these team fights.
वही बात है कि हम अगर बेचने वाला सेंस से देखें,
feels like they could fall apart completely.
बेचने वाला सेंस से देखें तो बेच देना चाहिए.
Gary, I gotta reevaluate.
बेचने वाला सेंस से नहीं देखे तो नहीं बेचना चाहिए क्योंकि मेरे पास एक भी स्किल सेट्स नहीं है एक्चुअली.
Big brain spreadsheet open.
हाँ, तो जो भी मिलेगा रख लेना चाहिए. फिर नेक्स्ट टीआई में जो आएगा उसको बेचेंगे. या उस टाइम भी अगर एक ऐसा हीरो का मिला जो नहीं है मेरे पास उसको भी रखेंगे. सब रख लें. फर्स्ट प्लेयर विद ट्रिपल किल. क्या एजाइल हीरो, कोई एजिलिटी हीरो. ये कोई ऐसा हीरो जो ब्लिंक कर वो किल कर सके. बताओ भैया फर्स्ट प्लेयर विद ट्रिपल किल. Spectre. Hello.
Yet again.
Spectre. बहुत लेट वो आएगा. लीना डाल दी. Player with most last hits at 7 minutes. Monkey King भी हो सकता है.
Especially on the mid lane, you do not
Sand King.
Last hits. Most last hits at 7 minutes.
Those don't get rewarded.
Spectre हो सकता है जो फ्लैश फार्म कर सकता है. Sven है.
Highest amount of physical damage a hero will do to another in one hit. Tiny है क्या?
500 to 750 कर दे रहे हैं. That's the
longest kill streak.
The battle begins.
अरे मेरा सब लीना है. सब टॉप टू बॉटम लीना है.
गेम की दी.
फर्स्ट में ट्रिपल किल लीना, लास्ट हिट लीना, डैमेज ठीक है, लॉन्गेस्ट किल स्ट्रीक लीना. एक सब लीना ही कर देते.
Has Orb of Venom.
अब लेकिन लीना ही नहीं परफॉर्म करेगी.
You know, they've got the Lycan. They're the one. Lycan and DK.
सपोर्ट लीना. इनवोकर मार रहा है उल्टा उस तरफ.
Ready, 2 CS for your Invoker mid, pushing in towards Adriano. Monkey King just jump in, jump out.
He secured their range creep.
Lina mid lane है, okay.
He's gonna get faced back now. Fine.
Mid lane में last hit करना easy होता है. last hit करो. 3-1-5-0.
Not leveling up any skills. Is he waiting to see if he can kill someone with stun?
I don't think they can get kill level 1. He was just waiting, I guess, for Caustic to see if he can get any of the creeps low enough to be able to use it, push out the wave. Soundstor's being very annoying with the waves level 1.
A very good sentry place as well, right? He's going directly into that sandstorm.
लीना लास्ट हिट करेगी मैडम. मार्स कर लेगा सब.
हम स्पेक्टर सेकंड में है.
स्पेक्टर फर्स्ट हो गया. लो आप क्या बोले, मिड लेन सबसे इजी होता है.
हाँ,
लास्ट हिट फार्म करने के लिए.
मिड फेक लेन होता है. ये पता नहीं क्या है. ऑफ लेन
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
हो गया 15 हो गया. हाँ, क्योंकि वो फार्म कर ली ना स्मॉल कैंप. स्मॉल कैंप फार्म किया वो. हाँ लाइक ठीक है. आंट मार लो बीच में मैच के बीच में. 0-0 just चल रहा है.
Você é muito bom.
हाँ बस मर जाओ. कैमरामैन कहाँ जा.
I can't get into details, but watch the top
lane. Top lane फाइट ही नहीं हो रहा. टॉप लेन चल रहा है.
Leaking information. Was interested.
Sven भी जीत रहा है पता है.
Drag the wave back or anything. Radiant sentries blocked up that camp, so.
Sven भी 18
Sentry coming, so he can
2020 चल रहा
Needs to be able to remove it. Sanking naturally pushes the lane.
लेन में है स्पेन वो बॉट लेन में है इसीलिए मस्त तो फ्री फार्म किया जा रहा है कंटेस्ट भी नहीं कर रहा है फीनिक्स और मार्स तो एकदम घुस के मार रहे हैं ना वो लोग के साइड में चल गया है
DJ gonna have to come back and play the lane properly. Sting Carbo though, Raven and DJ make the move forward. Arcane Curse and a bit of damage from Raven. Team backing back onto DJ. Still level 2, so no boundless strike to play around with.
अगर ये स्मॉल कैंप मारी तो उसका लास्ट ऊपर हो जाए.
That small camp for DJ at long last.
And the Olicore will reward the big camp. Expect some pulling to happen. Oh, DJ needs to be careful here.
He blocks it. Make sure it doesn't spawn. He's going to survive. Gives another round of Jingu there, though, to the Monkey King. Mid lane, start to see the gap created. Adriano on his lean up.
Lina का ही होगा.
Raven.
मिड लेन है ना मिड लेन लीना है ये और प्लस आई हैड अ गोल्ड कार्ड लीना मतलब जो प्लेयर खेल रहा है गोल्ड कार्ड है मेरा उनको देना ही पड़ा उसको लीना को
there are a couple of counters Oracle Camper Joff spells from Phoenix then
it's like putting all your eggs in one basket
हम भी सेम जितना गोल्ड था कार्ड था सब यूज कर दिया
ग्रुप स्टेज में सबसे ज्यादा मैचेस होता है ना तो उसी में आई थिंक गोल्ड कार्ड यूज करना इम्पोर्टेंट है जितना पॉइंट इधर जमा कर लो लास्ट में पता नहीं टीम घुसेगा कि नहीं घुसेगा कोई गारंटी हम बस उसको कॉपी पास्ता कर दिए
você que é I've killed lots of people I just
didn't believe me knew that it's gonna be 5 minutes 20 seconds in Monkey King just kidding but yeah
have you seen this are they doing it every wave because that's 2 or 3 times in a row now I've seen KJ Purify and then they right click the
você que é
गैंग करो मिड लेन मैं 10h के वो लीना मत मरना हाँ नहीं हाँ उसी का पास चलता वो अच्छा साइलेंसर मरा नियरली
not just leaning against the leader though. She's hit level 6. She's got a rune to grab up, but a Colt.
और कोई मैच चालू है क्या? नहीं ना?
Burst down the silencer. Very likely we very wary of where he's standing. Forced a tornado and back himself out.
वाह, बीस्ट कोस्ट क्विंसी क्रू खत्म.
कौन जीता?
क्विंसी क्रू. इतना जल्दी मैच खत्म कर लिया वो लोग.
वो सब नहीं हम तो बीस्ट कोस्ट को दिया था.
I assume this is gonna be boost travel into BKB and then just get damage.
It feels like that's the way to go nowadays.
एक करेक्ट हुआ.
Bots BKB.
वो वाले मैच में.
BKB Daedalus.
I think it's fine to get Crystalus.
मतलब और 4 करेक्ट अच्छा कोटा कंप्लीट करे.
मेरा आज और एक करना है आज का कोटा के लिए.
हो
नहीं 1 सेकंड 3 और करना है 3 और इसमें से लीना वाला तो सही हो रहा है अभी तक.
Spectre has
1 2 3 सही हो गया और 3.
Mars about to hit level 6 after this wave. They could potentially kill cost the middle. Would need to bring 1 extra hero on the bottom.
PSG में क्या हो रहा है देखो. PSG shredding और getting shredded.
Charging forward, jam body blocking in as well. KJ came in to try and heal the lead. He's going to be falling himself quickly.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Back from DJ, the 2-man battle strike from Dio connect. Schwen and Raven stop firing the single tower, and DJ comes out with a double kill.
Radiant's middle tower
interrupts him. Goes to walk at the ready for Trent as well. Flip away from danger, but another Primal Spring is there. Theo, he's gonna find Trent's Invoker, but they turn back with a cold snap.
First player to get last 50 hits गलत है, निशा को गया था, लेकिन actually डूम किया है वो 50. हाँ, डूम और अभी जो और एक हम लोग किए थे prediction, highest net worth, किसको दिया था? 25 minutes वाला? PSG, LGD और Team Secret. किसको दिया था? मैंने उसमें क्लिंक्स को दिया था, लेकिन वो क्लिंक्स मार नहीं रहा है, और उल्टा साइड में रेत किंग मार रहा है, हाईएस्ट नेटवर्थ है अभी, फ्लैश फार्मिंग ऑब्वियसली.
Radiant are scanning. Dire's top tower is under attack.
जिंजी बाओ भी एक वो है क्या? वेटिंग साइट है?
हाँ पता हो सकता है. सीक्रेट का स्पॉन्सरर है जिंजी बाओ.
हाँ चेक कर लो. हाँ, जिंजी बाओ is industry's first full service online esports betting website. Chinese betting website.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Not so safe harbor, eh?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are
आपने किसको दिया था?
क्या
नेटवर्क?
Radiant structures are fortified.
अरे
Radiant's bottom
वो आया है फोर्थ, अभी टाइम है.
थर्ड है
अभी मारने नहीं, फोर्थ
सेकंड हो गया
मारने.
Radiant's bottom tower.
अच्छा हम आपका स्ट्रीम देख रहे थे.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
ओके हाँ सेकंड हो गया.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Double damage. Wicked sick.
Jeez.
Roshan has
क्या है
fallen to
ये?
the Dire.
कास्टर
जहाँ दिखाना है वहाँ नहीं दिखाता.
अरे फाइट हो रहा था, फाइट को दिखा रहा है, अचानक से कहीं और देखने लगता है.
फ्री कैम इज बेस्ट.
अरे फाइट कंप्लीट नहीं हुआ है.
That's why free cam is best. These players, these casters don't know anything.
These all belong.
No one else in this game right now. It's like crazy. No one else is even close to that level of involvement.
EQ is such a
Dire's
stud.
middle
Like,
tower
since the
is under
Serenity
attack.
days, like everything about him, he's just like a really unique player.
The next one is 10.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Absolutely ridiculous.
3,000 gold lead, and with the Aegis in hand,
10 mid lane. ये मजा आया मेरे को.
Likewise, what do you think LGD's sort of goal is going to be for the next couple of minutes with this?
I think that despite this game feeling really good for them, they're not out of the woods yet. Like I actually think these BKB timings are pretty scary because then I think the fights are.
Come on, Matumba man. Get more
gold. A little bit weird. It starts like going all into the Tinker, and
Radiant's
sometimes
top
Raking
tower
can
is
struggle
under
to keep your own
attack.
net worth up
Very
without
easy,
like,
though.
suffocating
Bottom
all your
tower
other
is under
allies.
attack.
So
Top
they just
lane.
want to keep forcing fights
Top
right now.
lane, mid lane.
Try and really utilize this Aegis and try and force bad BKBs.
Oh, there is a gang
in this moment.
Down here bottom.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Tamardis, career Mardis.
So much secret.
They're just going to push down bottom. Like this tower's already gone, actually, so not a whole lot to gain down here besides pushing Secret away at Outpost. Great ward.
Shove him back over to the other side and disassemble Dragonlance there for the BKB. Matu wants to pick. Oh. And I believe we're still 9. Oh no, we're BKB right on Kunkka. Yeah. So we got 8 on Kunkka, but 9 on the other 2 cores for Team Secret.
Oh, there's InQ. Hello, how are you? Not a gold.
A bit rash.
Of course. How? Puppy wild.
Trying to get that shot.
Radiant's bottom
5
tower
minutes
is under attack.
Clicks पे क्या
That gives it to him. There you go.
1200
You need that one kill.
Go kill him.
Trust me, guys. Fire Shield's broken. Also, there's a Tinker in their base right now.
Radiant are scanning.
He can just kind of do whatever he wants. This
Until Zai has Blink.
Yes.
This is my concern.
Right.
Imagine Zai with a Blink in this game. What's that? Like Abyssal Wraith King, eventually?
Right.
Is that where we're at, you know?
I mean, he's been very, very free continually and looks for the jump. Gapsor pulls him back. Isha outside the base still, nothing to say. Keeping that pressure on. Does look like they are gonna again back away. Does he have that blink yet? Is it on that line yet? No, he's.
क्या हो गया? Actually वो कैमरा जूम इन जूम आउट के लिए इनेबल किए थे, लेकिन उसके लिए मेरे को बोल रहा है चेंज unless game is restarted.
वाह. ओके, नेटवर्क वाला भी रॉन्ग हो रहा है हल्का हल्का, क्योंकि क्लिंग्स बस लेन पुश कर रहा है और वहाँ रेत किंग भी लेन ही पुश कर रहा है. टफ.
ओके, एक और काम कर सकता है, ब्रॉडकास्ट वाला है ना, वो रखो और जूम आउट करके वो जूम आउट नहीं करना,
नहीं करना देता है, डी कैम में जूम आउट होता है. यस, हाँ, फ्री में अच्छा से देख सकते हैं कहाँ प्लेयर है. मतलब यू गेट मोर ऑफ द टीम फाइट, समझ रहे? बड़ा पिक्चर मिलता है, वो ऑब्वियसली ज्यादा अच्छा है. कमेंट्री नहीं है, but
you want to catch the Aegis, right? Yeah. It's over. Let's go. It's regenning right now onto our Wraith King. So, you know, maybe
team fight में पूरा दिखता है पिक्चर क्या हो रहा है.
Right? Ideal hero, probably the Tide or Tinker. Yeah. One would think maybe Doom the Tinker, kill the Tide. Doom the Tinker. Probably have to Doom the Tide, of course, assuming that he's not just like off the random corner and it's completely worthless.
Instead, they won't find anybody down bottom, so
Dire are scanning.
But creep, they're gonna run back the other direction. Could just smoke again.
कुछ भी करके
LGD still going
रेत किंग से ऊपर नहीं आ पा रहा है. रेत की ना मार रहा है
Dire's bottom tower is under
मार हो गया पूरा ब्लिंक डैगर डेसोलेटर
He's just not there. Like
Omelet.
I'm really even worried about the testing. I don't think. No. Don't ever get there in time.
बस अब तो और ज़्यादा फार्म हो गया
If they go for like some sort of a just quick patch, they have a lot of initiatives.
Oh, okay. Smoke Gang also makes Chen and all these creeps also invisible.
सारे control
बाप रे बाप.
It's just like, you know, it's good, but at the same time, it's not incredible. Because, you know, obviously.
Smoke Gang बस ये लोग relocate के लिए करता है बस.
Maybe you can do it too. That's okay.
Actual में fight हो नहीं रहा है बस.
LGD's front run could be huge. Oh, they know. Are they aware? Scout out Nisha.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
वो fight हुआ.
He gets up to the high ground. The barrage not going to be able to chase him down. Failed initiation, but better response.
Killing Stevie out.
Escape. What a weird series of events that was.
And it looks like the lingering members here should
It's a TP out situation.
I feel like at this point.
Oh man, that was
Even
the
though
for LG.
That was a Nisha.
यार दूसरा भी incorrect हो.
The shield.
और जिस तरह का लग रहा है वो
We almost got him. They were looking for it. They
Game
couldn't get
नहीं
the
बना.
losing time. All right, Nisha is
तो दो सही होना चाहिए 4 में से.
himself.
So smart.
Yeah.
I'm so sad that didn't work. For the content.
बॉटम में
Throw for
रूबिल
the
देखो
content.
लग रहा है वो courier
Can you help us out here? Nothing to say? Yeah.
Courier नहीं आएगा.
He said it's actually the only reason he's not in the
हाँ दिखा है लेकिन नहीं आएगा उसके पास. हाँ बोला नहीं जाएगा उसके पास.
Radiant's turret has been killed.
1,000 gold lead now. Gained a little, but again, that's not really most important. Wanting to do something with this BKB, but the jump comes forward.
Remember, Zai's holding the dude because he knows there's no Ravage, and he knows that Lotus is there, so
Dyer's
he
top
fades
tower
in.
is under attack.
Doesn't want to get gamed himself.
Weird fights all around. Zinq throws out a little shredder.
You have to be careful though, because once he sees that Lotus on someone else, is very ready to jump in. They know how important he is to these fights.
Again, just heads on back. Throw the best made out and ready to go with nothing to say. Set 15 to 8. The LGD, they can just sort of park it down here, and then the Tinker can push out these side lanes. So they're trying to hunt down, hoping that a Tinker is going to TP down bottom, waiting to set up for him.
Such a difference in game one where we're talking a lot about Zai and Matsu. Game one, trying to create plays around the map and advance the agenda of Team Secret. Now Matsu has been.
अच्छा रूबिक का courier दिखा.
Off that top tower, there was some concerns farm. It was a little bit slowed down. He's not the mega accelerated clinks that we saw from OG. He wasn't given like quite much space early on by actions across the map, but I would say that he's done a very good job considering the map's state.
सब अपना घोड़ा उधर छोड़ देते हैं.
Very early.
And he was getting bullied. Like,
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So look, the fact that he's been able to come back. Whoa, hello.
Radiant structures are fortified.
That one.
क्या कर रहे हैं लोग कैसे खेल रहे हैं? यहाँ पर मिड लेन पुश कर रहे हैं लोग PSG और ये लोग को बनक भी नहीं है. वाह वाह अभी घुसा है केले घुस रहा है डूम कुनका भी है चलो ठीक है. Where is Kunka's ship? मर गया. Kunka is dead. Kunka is no more with us. मेरा prediction wrong है. क्या वो लोग उनको पता ही नहीं है कि यहाँ पर वो बेस में घुस जा रहा है. वो लोग वहाँ पर जंगल में मटक रहा है. क्या मजाक है. ऐसे आपने तो 30 to 40 दिया ना. अरे यार.
Radiant's top tower has fallen. Radiant's top barracks are under attack. Radiant's top Radiant's top
हमको ये नहीं समझ में आया टीम सीक्रेट एक मैच अच्छा खेला एक मैच हाइप किया और ये लोग रोशान के ले जा रहे हैं हाँ चैन लेके जीत रहे हैं भगवान कैसे कैसे अच्छा है किस हिसाब से अच्छा है हाँ
सब और
क्या होता है और
डैमेज एक्स्ट्रा मैजिकल
लेकिन प्रॉफिट क्या है चेन अगर आपका टीम में है तो ये कि फार्मिंग सब क्रीप सा भी कर देगा उसके लिए है ना सपोर्ट ही है लेन पुश कर देता है हाँ सपोर्ट प्लेयर है ना वो और क्या कर सकता है
देखो ना कितना सारा और चैन को अगर सेलेक्ट करेगा तो ऊपर देखो कितना सारा सर्कल
हेल्थ रीजन
ग्रेनाइट और
इवेंट व्लादिमीर
क्विकनेस और व्लादिमीर तो वो आइटम बनाया
तो ये स्पेसिफिकली कुछ जो क्रीप होता है ना वो सबको बनाना पड़ता है इसीलिए जैसे एक फैल्कन है वाइल्ड विंग है उसको बनाया एक एंशिएंट ग्रेनाइट है उसको बनाया एक कौन हेलबेयर है उसको बनाया और एक एंशिएंट थंडर हाइड ये सब को बना
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
He's so crazy. He has no fear. No.
टॉप लेन पुश हो गया ये लोग को बना है
हाँ बॉटम का बैरक
जीजी कर दिए आई थिंक अंदर जब घुस जाता सरेंडर कर देता
Beautiful Dota. Both games here from these two top teams.
जब
You can solo kill people.
आगे खेल के फायदा
getting
नहीं
it. That means Lina does not need to get it.
जैसे अगर बाईबैक्स रिमेनिंग है और मेगा कर दिया इनिंग
Yeah, a couple little 25s on the dire side. Radiant approaching there. I think DK was 24, so they're getting.
लेकिन बाईबैक्स भी खत्म एनिमी के पास रोशान भी किया हुआ है और तब मेगा कर दिया है तब तो ऑब्वियस है चांसेस नहीं है
इंटरनेशनल 2021 हर्ड आइटम
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
ग्लोबल आइटम
चार हो गए पता नहीं ये अभी करेक्ट हुआ है वो काउंट हुआ है अगर वो काउंट हुआ है तो
under attack.
लीना वाला देखे जरा लीना वाला अगर मेरा हो गया तो
वो वाला मैं सब गलत है मेरा लीना वाला
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
लीना अगर कैरी कर रहा मेरा सब करेक्ट है ओ लीना ही कैरी कर रहा है सब करेक्ट है ओ नहीं सब करेक्ट नहीं है longest kill streak लेना है अभी तक. Player with first triple kill कोई नहीं किया है. Highest damage नहीं हुआ अभी तक. 500 to 750. लेकिन most last hit वाला तो हो गया. एक तो correct. Done है वो. 5 हो गया और एक चाहिए.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's middle barracks are under attack. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
मेरा gamble team correct हुआ.
Team correct.
Elephant VP game.
Which 3 correct? Which is 3 you got correct? ये तो अभी भी 3 correct दिखा रहा है.
Total number of Roshan kills 3 हुआ. उसके अलावा बाकी सब most number of D-ward, last player to be killed, total number of smoke gun kills.
Oh, that's good. 5 to 8. 8. Oh, बाप रे बाप. Close.
Ups from the other.
3 तो मेरा ही हो गया होगा. अब extra prediction कर दिया.
Oh.
हाँ.
Otro por para.
Silence is broken.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Deep vision in the lanes, any kind of smoke movement, and give them potential to gank. Right now they have one scouting out the tier 2 tower on the mid lane, and also the one that you showed on top.
Yeah. All of their wards are kind of in weird places, right? They've got the Tinker ward, the 2 lane wards you mentioned. That's a normal ward there, but they're trying very
कितना
hard
दिन का करनी है?
SG from holding their vision.
एक week.
कितना?
Regeneration.
Remember.
10 days नहीं, एक week.
The play now for both teams is move into Roshan, isn't it? SG wanted to try and close out this game, go high ground.
It is just 10 days.
Hold on to this map.
Group stage में ही तो इतना सारा मैचेस रहेगा.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
2 टीम एलिमिनेट हो
Dire's
जाएगा. बाकी लोग
structures are
जाएगा
fortified.
प्लेऑफ्स में. 16
Brackets.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
इसमें यूजुअली कितना 5 दिन. अच्छा 5 days plus grand final.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Should not be that quick when using a BKB because there are no stuns. Like he can get stunned by Mars, and that's pretty much it. When they use BKB,
very fortunate. That's one got strength with Roshan respawn, which was the second.
Thunder will line back. He sees this. He will probably buy.
लीना वाला टीम जीत जाएगा. SG. रोशान भी कर लिया वो लोग. But Monkey King और Oracle Sand और Seth did the Lina.
No BKB. Eyes away, trees.
This has always been the strength of the silencer position 5. You die and you can help your team with just buyback and instantly using a spell. Which he did.
It was possible.
Was it me and you casting back in the day when we had a game starting to set in the family for like 20 minutes?
It was against Enigma. I'm not sure who it was, but Silencer did not
Radiant's
leave the
top
base.
tower
So
is
Silencer
under
was
attack.
sitting near the tier 3 tower.
It was like Lanham or someone like that.
Probably. While tier 2 tower was still alive and he was just waiting for Enigma. I think he managed to farm the pressure and was just sitting in base, did not want to leave the base.
Didn't want to sit in the base to play for gold. Wow, that takes you back. Like you say, like the strength of the silencer. got that trump card to team fights. Global silence shuts everybody up. Yeah. Oh, being on disc. Make sure that always tactful in these team
It's
fights.
not going to be always. Stormhammer Chart upgraded by Sven. Usually we don't see that, but it would be good in the previous game and in this game also.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
As well, so makes a lot of sense. But stop doing that.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
And that move to Shard, people are like, gold? I'm not spending gold in this. What a 4K before.
That's a component of my satanic that I'm wasting money on. Yeah, when you mentioned it, muscle memory kicked in. I hovered over the talents and I was like, no, that's not where it goes anymore. Second shot. Two lanes trending towards the Dire base now, though. With SG holding Aegis on Lina. Reasonably safely move up to this tier 3 tower.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
They don't need
Dire's
anyone
bottom
to go
tower
actual
is
high
under
ground.
attack.
They can sit back, launch Luna's attack center, wait with the blunt daggers, the wings, hang in the trees. And if anybody from Fnatic steps remotely too far forward, there's the barrier of entry. Death is going to move. The BKB quickly from the Sven. They get the tornado with the Monkey King. As well. Real way. Try and disengage apart from the Sunstrike misses out.
No global, no Spectre ulti. They're ready to go in. KJ will do his job. And they're gonna be ready to go. Sven still has a God Strength. No BKB for 25, but Satanic is ready.
3 green dots missing from that entire team saying. And another one of these wards down to try and give them that team fight vision. But sentries placed. Well, Matt try and remove himself from this fight.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
This is pretty big.
9-second BKB, no dash available. Doesn't have the money for it. And SG coming for your buildings. Adriano, 40 seconds left on the Aegis. Plenty of time here to look towards the middle lane of barracks. And again, it's not just about the buybacks, it's about the team fight ultis. No supernova, you don't have the combo with the arena. No Hawks for 50 seconds. Chance all global for 20. Well, that's tripping that was tripping me out.
Dire's middle tower has been denied.
Coming out of the tree.
There's a chameleon sticking his tongue out to catch a fly. Staring from nowhere. I don't know if I'd call this disciplined or a bit scared.
Regeneration.
This Aegis is exploring, but do you think they could have gone for that Rax finish in the mid lane?
Possibly, no need to risk anything, and we can see that again. They just jumped the Invoker, managed to lead him before he got anything off. Even the Raven was very low. If Lina got 1 crit, I believe that would be his death.
Dire are scanning.
I was always surprised by some of the decisions. Like Sven, level 25 movement speed. I know he doesn't have an inventory slot to put in a Venglace, which is 20 movement speed and costs, like, let's say it's a 300 gold item.
Radiant's courier
Instead of
has
taking
been
the
killed.
10 War Cry. Like 10 armor is 1400 gold. Yeah. Times 5 if you use it on 5.
Double wicked 6 streak and a Spectre has finally arrived on the team to play some Dota 2.
Man, Fnatic, this is only stun pretty much that they got. Instant initiation with the Mars spear.
They got Lina! Oh! TPing! Andrea's been caught. Pays to pay.
Talking about the mistakes. This one cost Lina. She does not have a buyback. By Fnatic. BKB is already down to 6 seconds, so if keeping out like that, you gotta use it. They managed to use the Cataclysm and the Spear combo, Spectre with the Haunt and the Illusions on Sven. He just melts, even though he's sitting at 3,500 HP. Didn't feel like it's a Sven.
No.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, I would like to see that again if possible.
And the speed at which Death BKB'd as well. It felt like he preempted his BKB'd.
And
the fight started. Yeah, they finally invoke
Mess up the timeline.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Floppy from both sides.
I like this from Mars. Refresher. Yep, double ulti, double spear, like double BKB also sounds good. Double Eon Disc is good in theory.
Practice?
In practice, not as much. Your Eon Disc procs and then they hit you once, it procs again. Yeah. But still you get the status resistance, you can't die.
Good. Oracle, KG said fine. Up a couple of juicy, well, ascetic cap and crap.
Status resistant. I'm a debuff applied. A bit of HP. Some region. At this point, region doesn't matter that much.
And this week across the map.
He wanted to rock that Eon Disc, and he did. He didn't use a BKB.
Now, Eon Disc 5-second cooldown. For a long old time. Poor old Mars.
Spectre with the Abyssal Blade is now a real threat to Sven. With the bash. With another ability to stun him during BKB, even though BKB is down to 6 seconds. Spurgeon coming from level 25,000 Spectre, so she becomes insanely tanky.
Interesting, Spectre's walking around with dust and wards and stuff as well at this point.
Regeneration.
And guess what?
And Roshan's alive!
Also has like they definitely love to see sure being picked up. You can use it on Spectre, you can use it on Mars, you can use it on Cataclysm, BKB. It was such a great play. This is something that they've done on Position 5 Silencer, where they buy back. Same thing they can do with Spectre. He goes in. Mail with the dispersion. Spectre's the one who's holding the refresher for now. Let's see if she decides to give it to someone. Double damage also picked up.
They want to push actually up into high ground. The longer this game goes, it feels
Radiant's
like
middle tower is under attack.
No doubt about it.
Also have, Ags all guard on the Spectre, buying a BKB next.
Radiant's
Down
middle
goes to
tower
tier
has
2
fallen.
as Death reaches high ground with Raven.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Off the right-hand side.
Radiant structures are fortified.
So much damage going out of Cataclysms. A good 20 seconds with no Sven. Lina might be forced to BKB here. Oh, they don't land the spear.
If they can kill Sven one more time, there's going to be global up in 15 seconds for Supernova. Spectre ulti in 40. Still holding that Refresher. Double Abyssal Blade potentially, which is going to be good on Sven. They can blow him up. Sven goes in on Spectre, but the Dispersion, like you get on top, Dispersion deals more damage the closer you are, so Sven needs to be close. And that means he's going to disperse a lot of damage in AoE.
A lot of damage.
Yeah, especially with God Strength. Cost the bill. Buyback.
Here we go.
Not available. He does not have enough gold.
1,000 off it. Lina does. Invoker, Sand King, Sansa, and Oracle. All with buybacks. But Fnatic, yet again, feeling something's not quite right. They backpedal, they smoke. They want to take things on their own terms. We've seen how well things can go when they do get that sweet initiation.
Green dots for Fnatic are ready. Mars now Refresher done, and just 1-2 creeps away from level 25.
Green means go. Illusion Rune for Raven as well. And that can very nicely push out that bottom lane, which is contending with the super creeps. Costa Bill has already TP'd out atop, which is where the rest of Fnatic were. A little hunter-gatherer party. God's Rebuke. Crit now up.
I thought he might go for 180 HP region
with
inside.
Arena,
yeah,
right?
with double arena.
It would have made sense. But I guess if they want to burst these heroes and get that numbers advantage as swiftly as possible. The other talent also pretty handy.
Invoker also hit level 25. Radial Deafening Blast, so that's going to be tough to deal with once the BKBs are gone.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Even though SG are slightly ahead in the net worth, 45 minutes in, that is close to meaningless. All down to this team fight.
कमबैक हो रहा है वो हल्का सा ग्लिच हो गया था Raven is doing a great comeback. The Spectre
From Fnatic's aggression.
very big comeback. हम लोग का 2 prediction wrong हो गया मेरी वो डैमेज वाला रॉन्ग हो गया prediction और सब prediction सब कैसे सब रॉन्ग है
3 तो रॉन्ग हो ही गया है और एक तो हम प्रेडिक्शन कर चुके
हैं लास्ट वाला नहीं किया लास्ट वाला स्पेक्टर ही जीत रहा है स्पेक्टर भी डालने वाले इतना सारा इल्यूजन है और इतना सारा वो फॉन्ट बना के घुसे जा रहा है स्पेक्टर अब इसल ब्लेड भी बन गया है
But can take a couple of seconds to reset. There's a huge wave in the face. Someone needs to address that. Spectre, use your pressure. Sven, one of the things is not for the buyback. BKB or ulti ready.
Quadruple buyback from Fnatic. Aegis still in the hands of Spectre, but only for another 10 seconds.
Quite a lot of damage. Invoker. Trying to get the E on this. Let's see that again. Great to jump.
मेरा भी हो गया.
Sven to be able to do immediately and then gets jumped by Spectre. Abyssal Blade. It's a bit too much. Those illusions deal a ton of damage. SG realizes it can focus the Spectre, so let's just go for someone else. Stavo in the back lines. Good jump. Invoker didn't even pop a BKB here.
वैसे हमको अभी तक नहीं मिला है teleport level 1 seasonal
for the Abyssal Blade or the bashes right in time. Whose is this? Ben Refresher Orb. We've got refreshers galore, don't we? Voka, Mars, Sven. Who else?
Seasonal effect.
Refreshers on everybody.
That's pretty much it. Only a couple of refreshers in game. Monkey King hit level 25, additional command ring, and he also has a nullifier that I started to talk about. So Eon Disc are not going to be as good. We'll manage to deal with the potential 4 steps save or Glimmer Caves.
ये सीजनल है, ये जब तक PI है ना तो मैचेस चलेगा तो ऑटोमेटिक रहेगा.
Signaling that this bot lane is continually moving into the base. Like KJ was saying, let's go farm triangle. Let's go push out top. Think about the next Roshan to really secure and ram this one home.
Con giết một con rồng máu chạy thành đầu.
I'll take that.
6 प्रेडिक्शंस हो गया ना. अब देखते हैं और कोई अच्छा मैच अगर है. वर्टस प्रो और T1 का शुरू हो रहा है. OG एस्टर का हो रहा है. EG Alliance.
Past 3 moves have been
EG Alliance तो हो गया बहुत आगे.
That's stylish. Gotta give him points for that.
He made a mistake, -1 point. The drift drive.
OG एस्टर का स्पेक्टेट करते हैं.
OG's turn to pick.
Yeah, I'm talking like you guys are like back at home, like you know, you're
मेरे को ये हंसी आया. मेरा जो
everyone has that feeling.
मेरा जो गोल्ड कार्ड है उसका स्कोर सिर्फ 13 है.
Obviously, yeah. And then you win, you're like, oh, so good. When really, they just made more mistakes than you in that first game of the day. So they were also up early.
Look at this. This is a nice.
आपका स्कोर 406, मेरा स्कोर 55, 555, 555.
Bad, not bad.
मेरा 548.
Yeah, the hero that was a classic with the IO was always the Bane.
Update
for,
नहीं
like,
हुआ.
global setup, just like Nightmare Fiend's grip. Get 2 with someone else.
Feel a lot of the draft.
So yes,
I feel like I know what's happening. Like, is there any way that this could be a weird at all?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay,
I think it's definitely possible. I think what's really interesting is that OG is the Gyro. I think they've looked at all this and they've said just like, yeah, I think you guys want Savannah. We're not concerned. Yeah, there you go. If we're just gonna go Morph Shaker, go ahead, go Gyro. You want Gyro to my Morph Shaker? I don't think you do. Watch them Gyro. Gyro and win. Let's go, Aster.
OG's turn to battle.
Beastmaster.
You didn't believe it.
Yeah, dude, there's no way. You do not Gyro into Morph. Like, it's so bad. It's just better than you know?
It's one of those things where you said it so confidently.
Well, I thought it would give them confidence, you know?
Okay.
They need it, but
10
Aster back,
seconds
their confidence
remaining.
has returned its White Album. So, that's what they're going.
5
Another
seconds
good
remaining.
setup here now, Master. Obviously,
क्या होगा पोजीशन डाल के?
the combos. But the thing about this that feels sort of interesting, right, is that
मार डाली पोजीशन.
I'm worried that they're not going to have enough damage. That's sort of my big concern at this.
दिमाग लगाना अपना.
Really end up doing enough? Maybe, I don't know. Also, does this now mean we're going to have tiny mid, or is this tiny?
Could be tiny, or like OG Thompson, right? For the Morphling.
Team Aster's turn to battle.
He's the OG of the mid.
Right.
You know?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
It gets a little confusing there with.
I got you. So the thing I was actually curious about was this Beastmaster, because I heard some of the team associates discussing Beastmaster earlier today, actually, and the idea of just like the nerfs that the hero's taken.
10 seconds remaining.
Maybe still a little surprised that he's not seeing a little bit more play.
5 seconds remaining.
Because like the first get nerfed a little bit, right? You know, because like he's made the stuns and everything, and like the timings, the talent, and everything. But I mean, the aura has been so good like forever, right? And we have all these attack speed buffs with like the tinies and stuff that you might have thought it could have came out so far. Thunder Predator, the only team to play it, and they did lose, and that was also to OG.
Oh, so this is another Beastmaster that OG.
Yeah.
जो Dota 2 TI वाला जो main channel है ना Twitch वाला, उसमें बहुत अच्छा से split screen.
10 seconds remaining.
In a way, if OG have this really
Split screen
strong combo that they're trying to hit, right, which is
remaining.
the Morph Shaker, Aghanim Scepter,
4 screen एक साथ
Master
दिखा
can
रहा है.
come in like sort of underneath that timing, really try and get like a heavy
कैसे कहते हैं वो अभी हम.
there's a potential that they could get that going before OG really come online. That feels like it's their best hope now. So I want to see some heavy push from Master.
Okay, they need the crazy 10th pick, right? Yeah,
I've got
अभी
it.
तो singles
It's gonna be a Ricky.
That doesn't sound.
That's the crazy temp.
वो
pick,
सब
man.
That's terrible. What are you talking about? Well, okay,
वो लोग का
tell me on the
multiple
Ricky. I want to hear
spectator
it.
होता है.
I just don't like Ricky. So
No, I'm trying to
Pro
think like some
production
like
team
IO combos that got a little bit of spice and sauce and
the silence is nice against the morph.
yeah, you got the silence versus the morphling.
Spectate कर करके.
It looks like it'd be kind of hard for some of these heroes on OG to track it.
Snipe this.
Well, I know there hasn't been a Ricky, so I'm trying to think of heroes that haven't. At least I don't think there has. I checked yesterday. Could be wrong.
Team Aster's turn to ban.
But they do wind up by. Well, I mean, at this point you might as well.
Okay.
You're just like, all right. Well, I don't know what else you guys might want for 01.
And ban?
There's still Ursa.
Wind
Oh, yeah,
Ranger
that's
उठा
fun.
सकता.
I don't know.
Oh,
how
they
great
banned the
that
Luna
is.
too, because I was kind of thinking that they banned Brewmaster, which I'm also not sure about that one. That was another thing I was trying to figure out. Is like, why are they banning
10
Brew?
seconds
And
remaining.
they probably want some crazy one hero that like they just want to make sure is always going in the team
5
fights and doesn't get
seconds
cycloned.
remaining.
Which is what kind of led me down the terrible trail of thinking about Ricky. But like Ursa is kind of another classic, right? So it makes me think like maybe they want like a 10 pick Ursa. That was always a go-to counter. But the lane's like kind of bad. So
I would. That feels like it's always.
You talking to me?
Get out of here.
As long as we stay
don't wanna
positive,
hear you
we'll win.
anymore. Yeah.
OG's turn to pick.
So the Pango ban is also going to.
those bans kind of cover like
everything.
3 players, right? Between like the Brew and the Pango, I could easily see Seb, Notel, or Soxa play either of those 2 heroes. And that's sort of the question that's happening here, right? Because we don't know like what Soxa is playing
10
necessarily.
seconds
Is Seb
remaining.
just playing Shaker? Is Thompson playing
Team Aster's
AA,
turn
depending on how good it looks at the end?
Skywrath
Is Thompson playing Skywrath Mage 4? We don't know. It could be anything. It's probably going to be, at this point, it should be Seb Tiny, Thompson Morphling, and they did want the Ursa, so it's not Ricky. I tried, guys, but it's the more obvious with the Brewmaster ban, and no, okay, it'll be Thompson on the Tiny. It's not Sumail.
Are you sure?
Yes, they've chosen.
I didn't see.
Are you sure?
Oh my god.
I thought it
Look,
was wondering if
casters
Thompson
बन गए
was
थे
the sky at the end and 4
We did
Like,
it
maybe
10
if it
hours.
was some other like really squishy hero that you just blow
क्या
up,
बन गए थे?
and then it might have some value.
Casters बन गए थे.
Just
हम
go
लोग?
basic.
Paid casters, हाँ.
IO.
कैसे?
10 घंटे बैठे थे. For no reason हम लोग 10 घंटे बैठे थे.
We could mention for anybody that missed
Yes.
this. This is Baboka, but he's also
Prediction.
changed his name to Borax now in
600
honor
मिलता
of
है.
the late great Jerix.
So you'd think he knows a lot about OG.
You think so?
Yeah,
और
probably
Dota
some
2
good
TI वाला जो कल स्ट्रीम हुआ ना 10 घंटे का था.
is that this Weaver did say in the 4 because I think that's the
तो हम लोग
correct
10 घंटा बैठ रहे थे इसका मतलब.
versus this Tiny. I think that's like the role you want to be in. I think a Weaver
उसी सेंस में हम लोग caster ही बन गए.
versus Tiny because then there's even more incentive to just blow you up before you have a chance to get off your ulti. And
Some match
the
देखा हम
reason
लोग
why
कल.
I was expecting this like Ursa Ricky weird hero is because you kind of know that they're locked into like an IO +1 lane. Like the gyro is a
अभी
go-to, the
realization.
Wiz is a good go-to, so OG banned some of the more consistent ones.
बंद करते हैं Dota.
That's kind of the pool they've now fallen down into of like Ursa, CK.
भैया आएगा भी भैया का prediction कर देगी.
It's real bad.
But I like the dart. The dart's very
Yeah.
Which
awfully
वाला
risky.
issue अभी एक में देखे कि हो गया है.
game
I just
number
ruined
1.
someone's pub.
You definitely did.
Logged in
someone
नहीं
said,
है
"Alright,
तो
queue
वो
up
वाला
right
issue.
At Trent
You know the worst part is that you also see your hammer when it works.
It does.
Yeah, that's the sad part.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
But this game, OG.
नहीं समझ में लॉकडाउन हो गया तो क्या?
एक तो हम लॉकडाउन है वो
You talking to me?
Came in,
एक लॉकडाउन है उसमें हम टीम मॉनिटर कर सकते हैं
like they're doing right now. But the other thing that they did was
इनकॉग्निटो विंडो में ओपन कर
You talking to me?
particularly like that first game of the day that I felt like we
I
watched.
shall not report.
Master really did it.
कैसे
चल रहा है कि नहीं? हाँ.
तो अब उसमें कुछ नहीं दिखा
This is the opportunity. It's like
तो स्ट्रीमर को दिखाता है हाँ.
I feel like there's almost
स्ट्रीमर को दिखाता है कि स्ट्रीम चल रहा है बट जो व्यूअर है उसको नहीं दिखाता.
yeah, that other guy, you know, he was
अभी तो
You don't usually have
स्ट्रीमर को भी नहीं दिखा रहा है.
no one's ever subbed out a player and brought someone else in.
this is the time.
वाह प्रेडिक्शंस डाल रहे थे अपने आप गेम बंद.
Series that we cast.
The music is too loud in this.
Crowns preemptively calling out his shot.
Yes, of course.
He does it
Yeah.
again here.
कोई मैसेज दिखा रहा है
कुछ और कम हो गया भाई गॉड
बहुत लाउड है क्या
stream dead YouTube stream तो normal है YouTube stream crash नहीं हो रहा है वही तो बात है Twitch crash और YouTube crash नहीं हो रहा
इससे पहले YouTube में मेरा इशू मतलब
पहले कब पहले वही तो पूछ रहा अगर आप 2015, 2016, 2017, 18 बोल रहे हैं हाँ YouTube तेरी
across all three of these lanes. Still potential will be interesting to watch. Obviously, as an Ursa, you can try and put the bully on for Seb and doing a good job of it.
Yeah, I think bottom's very interesting because you have to take the Fisher level 1 as the Earthshaker, right? Because you want to block the wave back in a good position. And so,
then I actually do. But ये है कि हाँ शेड्यूल वाला जो अगर नाटक पता है ना तो वो वाला अभी ऐड किया YouTube में
हाँ शेड्यूल अगर हम सिर्फ YouTube में कर रहे हैं तो सही है तब वो सेटिंग्स काम कर रहा है
हाँ मल्टी स्ट्रीम में नहीं होता
I mean, I guess the
एक तो शेड्यूल रहेगा दूसरा नया
that doesn't feel great. That can't feel good.
No, I wouldn't say so. I feel like he might be bringing that one a little bit. Now come back at level 1. We'll make it in time for force waves. It's not the worst deal, but I mean, he was already getting his back.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the plus side is that you're able to burn through the south, but yeah, this is definitely going to be somewhat happy with. Get some of those. I mean, he can get that damage on though. This is deadly. Seb has to be careful. Can't afford to go down now. Will manage to make it away.
That was 5 stacks. Wow. He was dead.
The earth thanks you.
Oh, very happy to get that back.
Mid. Far 15, 12, but Thompson carrying 2 creeps. Right even there with the storm. Oryx in the meantime will get a good chunk of damage down the Dota. Has creeps following him
level
too.
2, man. This is the danger weaver. Dead. And even Sumail also like kind of baiting a little bit there, keeping his low, but Oryx knows better.
Everybody out there that's been missing the memo. Weaver so strong in the support round. Denied! Those bugs and just laying down the swarm on top of people, it lowers the armor so quickly, and then you have a choice of do I hits or do I kill the bugs on me, and oftentimes the answer is just run away, but not quick enough.
Soxa, I see, not super happy with the flanks. Look at this. He's just running at these couriers now. Look at this. He does. This is again. We've watched OG several games in a row now, and he does this a lot. He places this deep ward, and he just goes for the courier kills, and that really, really hurts an IO. So the whole point of IO is just buying that regen and sending it out.
Lane Thompson almost brought down White Album there, getting really close.
你这么菜的队友不会生气吧，哥哥？
Thompson chasing White Album. Looking for that rune. He has another got him. Go. Hold back though. And White Album gets healed back up by Lamb. Rotation, and now Thompson's gonna fall. Was it worth it? Oh, but he's getting hit by those little freaking ghoul assassins that are worse. Oh, he salved during it.
Salving for ghoul assassins.
Dude, the envenomed weapon.
This guy's still sick.
Yeah. So it reduces the reach so much. Oh, that's unfortunate.
So he's smiling highly on his what? Out here.
Nonetheless, they're still going to have the water runes, so that will back up. Out of the early gate, nothing really to... Obviously, the Thompson death, not what we see. Fans. It's tiny. Clicks down and forced back. Still only level 3 in this Ursa Seb. After that initial pressure has been able to have a nice...
Yeah, for that from Soxa like running away, right? it's like ruining the lane for Libya. And then he gets the slow, so they don't get to finish on the kill. And then Sev can just retreat back, heal up, and look at his way to push back out. Unfortunately, this time not getting in. He actually got that courier. Man.
Radiant's courier has
Keeps
been
on sniping them down there, just barely. No.
Oh
no.
What?
Oh, he got the miss.
Oh, Based. Do they have enough there? Doesn't look like it. They'll be able to get out of there with Sumail. Obviously heals back up, has the stick charges once it's down to full ad.
I was thinking, Lennox got to send out a sentry, right? Like, and he has one, but unfortunately, of course, his courier's dead. And by the time it comes out, the ward's going to be dead. So if he sentries this blank hill, I'm just going to be dead.
Yeah. Good. Lost damage amped up. He's sitting down. Seb, another round to White Album. White Album will take the live HP.
这么菜的队友不会生气吧，哥哥？
That is a 6-0 start for Aster.
Players and Storm players. If you get too close to the towers, they are just so hungry for that rotation. Storm usually is like lacking on the mana. It's a bit easier for the puck players, but finding an opportunity like that is so good for a Storm this early in the game.
Had Sakuchi, but Sumail playing very close with those HP. So in spite of the 6-kill lead,
Radiant's
Aster
middle
and
tower
LG in
is
that
under
regard,
attack.
they're still doing quite well in terms of net worth, it feels.
Hippomaniacs!
Normally. Great voice line chat going on. Aster, they're going to back it down from
Don't get too distracted now. Make sure you're still playing some Dota. You're playing the mental warfare here. Sox's going for another good ward here. He's not trying to like hide them in crazy places. Just a pillar ward. Might have been spotted because of that ward there from Aster, and now he wants to go for a kill.
That one reload.
Yeah, I mean he has the wards. We know he's lurking in that area somewhere. He might not be sure if he's rotated out, and Borax is gonna go have a look. Oh well, there he is on the ward anyway. So now they're well aware.
So good from Aster. I mean, this is an entirely different team that we saw yesterday. Like,
Stupendous!
I don't remember who it was that was
mine.
watching, but they didn't even look like it was on the pedigree. This time around, net worths or even it feels like they're making some good
Radiant's
rotations.
middle tower is under attack.
G, come up with some answers. So no, not the end of the world. Where I think a lot of people were expecting this to go. It's actually going to be.
Yeah, a lot of that will just be continuing to keep the snowball moving for the Ursa, right? Top of the net worth, has the IO in play this game, so that usually means that we're going to be playing around the first Roach, and gangs.
Tries to do it. Thompson looking for the toss back. Can he find it? Not quite quick enough. It was a 4-hero rotation bottom, trying to find a kill. We'll be able to get it. Sumail now. Taking out. Sell from XXS.
It's just free damage, right?
Right there. Silence. Oh, they baited out the avalanche. Thought he was going to zip in. Nicely played by White Album to recognize the day. Meanwhile, up top, continuing to go in on Sumail. They've got him fully cocked in. Has the bugs on him. Relocate afterwards. The net, they caught him. Oh, nicely played.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under
Dude,
attack.
that Helm of the Dominator creep, that was some good stuff. But in the meantime, Thompson gonna be able to claim this
Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack.
But at least, they will indeed
Dire's
get their
top tower
and
has fallen.
perhaps could make a rotation through the jungle. Right? This is now XXS's
You talking to me?
also get out with the TP. Beastmasters, they like to play in a very specific area. We've been showing some heat maps today. I'm sure in like 10 minutes the Beastmaster heat map is going to be absolutely just right. Unless they want to get really active in defenses in that bottom and mid lane.
Dire's top tower is under
He always
attack.
takes these deep curves. It means that he's late for ganks sometimes, but this is why he gets solo kills sometimes.
你这么菜的队友不会生气吧，哥哥？
As long as we stay positive.
这么菜的队友不会生气吧，哥哥？
That's what's funny about this. I mean, they might be able to
That was very well. He's just way up there on the curve. They don't see it coming. It's costly because he
Dire's
doesn't get that
top
kill. He's not
tower
farming
is
during that
under
time period. And this is partially why we've seen him falling further down the net worth chart than we're used to for Thompson. But they're allocating way more of their farm towards like Sumail in these games, but not so much this game because he connects in it with some help on that gank and mostly just
Radiant's
creeps in
bottom
this one.
tower is under attack.
What he needs to do.
Dire's top tower is under
I think
attack.
that if we're sort of thinking about sort of the macro way that this game is going to play out, talk about the Beastmaster staying up top. Is there sort of a similar hero that you see from OG? Because like Seb, I feel like kind of just wants to farm to get his items, but
yeah, that's the problem with Shaker, right? Is that your lane doesn't go so well. I mean, his was like okay, just like an average lane. Yeah. Shaker still has that issue of like I'm gonna be down here for the next like 6 minutes. Right. The best thing you can do if you're Shaker is take towers, right? Because it gives him more space to farm.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
already
attack.
taking mid, definitely ally, and the rest of OG need to group together now to take this bottom tier tower. Well, there is a catapult mid.
Radiant's bottom
for
tower
Aster.
is under attack.
Looks like they are going to try and
Dire's top
pressure this
tower
one.
is under attack.
Question is, will there be a rotation from OG? There's already an Ice Blast flowing out. Yeah, mass rotations head over this way. 4X recognizing they'll back out.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Stick around a
Dire's
little bit.
top tower is
White
under
Elf in
attack.
Oh, quick blow up there. Borax got caught. It happens in a second. That's all it takes.
I mean, that's a dangerous support. They're very reminiscent of how LGD were playing before. With, what was theirs? Sky Clock? Yeah, so harder for the stuns, sure, but equally as deadly in terms of damage. And like we said, XSS occupying some territory up here. Annex control over the Dire jungle, turning into Aster's turn. But likewise, maybe we'll see OG make a rotation in that bottom lane, but if they do, there's a lot of Aster heroes there right now. They feel confident enough to perhaps go towards the Dire triangle.
You know, I want to see really how this game plays out over the next couple minutes too, because these types of moves that you're talking about, heading into this triangle, if they go for it, or just the getting the helm of the Overlord on the line for that Beastmaster. This is what I expected to be the tempo of this TI, like crushing down towers, constantly pushing.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yet, but this is the game where they need to be.
Interesting how Aster was played up there. They TP'd with the bottom jungle, right? And they were all together. I thought they were going to start. So like Core Hero player, but in reality, they were just having to cover the wounds. Instead of illusion pop to look, they went bottom with the storm. He gets the
这么菜的队友不会生气吧，哥哥？
very strong runes. It's how you play the spirit, right? Because you essentially need the power runes to try and accelerate yourself to that first item because all you have is movement and like a puny little stun. Then you got like a ton of damage. But you need that extra mana from the rune, and of course you also just need a little bit of oomph to your team play.
There's going to be another smoke up now coming. Topson, Soxa going together in the top. They're going to run into 3 heroes as it looks. Jump in, light up there, relocate afterwards. They get the stun. Avatos, is it enough? No! Storm able to back out of that one. Stay alive and well, they're going to not quite manage to catch onto the sky. But still, a big kill onto Thompson.
Yeah, and Borax, he can help split and share the Skywrath Mage ulti, and then he can just ulti after himself, the time lapse. Yeah, it's like he medic'd up his buddy, and then he just goes back to full HP.
Them, and this is gonna. Yeah. Big plays here for Aster.
All right, but it did set sun up, right? He has the blink. Okay, prepared. Question is, do they feel confident to do something about it? And well, they're No-Tail and Soxa, and they split. Soxa goes bottom, No-Tail goes top. So No-Tail is like kind of like fake covering over his Earthshaker, right? All smoked up, so he can dodge the. They know that he's gonna see No-Tail will be hit, and that's what they're doing with the Sky. Using the advantage.
Is under attack. Dire's top tower is Radiant's bottom tower.
And now you leave. Debate them. Like they feel safe right now on Aster. Will they actually get punished? Is the question.
OG is realizing that even with the sort of vision advantage they had in that instance. If they're together, it's so hard to disaster.
I mean, it's just so smart not to kill that bird, though. Like, honestly. Yeah, so many people just kill that bird, and then that ward's just gone. There's no value there.
They do almost have some of the overload now.
How do this?
I don't know. This virus, like the combination of what Aster has at this point in time, and like
cable लगाना.
Went for a Dragonlance on Sumail.
It's almost there, sir.
Yeah, like I really feel like
is this one of those games where the Helm the Overlord comes out and the creep never dies and Aster wins?
I think that's what's maybe gonna happen.
It feels like one of those games.
The perfect play if they can get it in time, but the relocate coming in.
सबसे ऊपर वाला नहीं केबल सबसे ऊपर वाला
takes him down in the relocate.
हाँ
Okay.
The control, it was supposed to be so good.
You know that cosmetic on the bear with the little one on the back?
Press होता है ये.
You know who the little was there? That was Lana.
ये केबल माउस है जो USB वाला.
Sumail at this point, who's got like Falcon Blade Dragonlance. He's now getting towards that Aghanim Scepter, but think about how strong that timing would have been with Aegis.
कैमरा क्यों नहीं घूमता? ये पूरा डिवाइस ही घूम जा रहा है.
They take advantage of just a mistake and punish very, very rough.
Oh, it's a good reveal for the Blink Dagger, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
First fight for Steph. Now moving towards Aghanim Scepter. OG! Certainly
okay, USB tray डालना है. One to install.
More set plays, more support smokers. Always going to be good. Assuming that Aster are probably just going to try and start grouping up a little bit with Steph Helm of the Overlord.
When this Aghanim Scepter comes out from Sumail, that we know it's on its way. Actually, no, went for the Manta instead.
Yeah.
Press P to run.
Yeah, he has to do this.
Doesn't have a defensive support really. Would have to count on just like the Fishers, and then the Fishers end up being too defensive. You know,
जाने देगा उसके लिए.
Fight that is.
I mean, maybe the Skywrath Mage makes up for it. Like I always think about like Morph Shaker just being the crazy, strong, impossible thing to deal with.
Oh, it'll come later. Right, we'll get there.
Jump away, looking for not finding him. Duke's Jive.
High SSX क्यों है?
And No Tail's like,
No Tail wants to fight.
Take.
You're dead.
Almost called his mark there with the "you're dead," but couldn't quite get it in time.
The ancient Grandest Golem finally found himself an ancient creep. They kept killing them all. XSS couldn't get one. Now he is equipped.
You miss me.
Good jump from Aster, and with the big.
你这么菜，你的队友不会生气吧，哥哥
What I miss?
Okay, pick up the right button, place it below the area.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Right album takes the D.
As long as we stay positive, Razor. As long as we stay positive.
I think Sumail Storm Spirit is dangerous. Version.
Like
scary. No, well, yeah. 10 to 6. Still just that 2,000.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
That BKB on one end.
Yeah, it gets a little awkward too once you've like taken some of the towers. It feels like moving to the area isn't as valuable, but you're shutting down the front.
Disconnect ही तो नहीं हो रहा है. Disconnect ही तो नहीं.
They're not getting as much. They're losing a hero. Whoa. That hood. Yeah. Jeez, I am really surprised that saved him.
Double.
Yeah, another like just enough.
Like all this vision it's down from RG. Tip there.
That's kind of a crazy hood buy.
Yeah.
Over a mech.
अच्छा.
Some big brain stuff there for Lana.
ऐसा करना था.
Back XXS. They have the
哥哥。
Faster, find themselves, kill, to hold.
That was a bolt.
Okay.
Yeah. Thompson's really believing in the armor, I guess, you know?
There's nowhere else to go. Yeah, it's a rough one. So yeah, I'm still wondering when this Ags comes out. Like, I really feel like Aster need to hit this timing when this game comes out on the Ursa. They want to try and shut this one down. Like, if he gets that Ags, how dangerous of a timing is that going to be?
On the Ursa, like, eventually?
No, on the Morphling.
Oh,
sorry.
Yeah, that's like their big timing, I would say. Like, that's pretty much all they're playing for OG is the Aghanims. They're just like stalling out. I was just gonna say that the thing that's most surprising to me right now is that the least active hero in this match. He's 1, 1, and 2. Dead. You know, he kind of showed up for like a little bit of the map movements and stuff, but a lot of this game has been spent just like down here pushing out this dead lane. And
push me up.
Limit the amount of kills that OG can get. Very interesting though.
Pentium, Pentium did.
We have the sky. You know, that adds a ton of burst damage. You can catch someone like, you know, halfway through the big combos between the time. Fight and game.
Haste!
But now the turn, they take down Zeb. And a limit on nothing. That pipe. Success. And they got him for the kill. Well, the bugs. It's going to be enough for the right click down. Hotel appreciating what Sumail is doing here in this game.
You talking to me?
这么菜的队友不会生气吧，哥哥？
Well, here's the thing. He actually does have good vision forward right now, right? That's
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Again, it's one of those instances where, you know, we talk about Rubik all the time, but Sumail is switching over to Reaper and getting the bugs on him. It's devastating.
It's probably his best copy this game, right? I think it probably is. And having the minus armor. It's a pretty tough one to beat.
Obviously, once the Aghanim Scepter comes out, there's going to be the transformation into Seb that they can work with.
Yeah. Later, that one's obviously very, very good. But until there's an Aghanims, we're only working on enemies. But yeah, so those sort of jump-ins should not happen when you have a user. I would consider that to be a pretty big problem. I think that he might feel some pressure and maybe a little bit of safety to it. These potential for relocates, either relocating himself out theoretically, but more than likely getting some additional coverage by relocating the Ursa in. But he was completely out of mana when he saw that. That saved the game.
Quick jump. Hey, finds no tail. Has Echo. 15 seconds. Minted the Aghanim Scepter, so Mail does eventually get that item. This is really start turning, and he's got it. All right,
it's the timing. We're there.
God,
I need Essence Ring 2 on the Shaker. That makes it so much better. Because the main problem is that sometimes the Shaker has trouble keeping up with the Morphling, and if he tries to play too close to the Morphling, the Shaker dies. Essence Ring, being a core, having the Strength Treads, he has like 2,600 HP right now.
Incredibly
2,700. My bad.
And I think like this is the big thing is I felt like Aster needed to get more done, but this combo, this timing that comes out with the Morph Shaker, it's just, it feels so impossible to fight against. See if Radiant Aster can do it.
Scanning.
They've been playing well so far. Make sure they execute. Possibly take out Seb first or find a way to blow up. Himself open to it, but DD Rune spawns bottom. Oh man.
We saw that timing that Thompson got those items too, and like where he started gold-wise, and look where he is now. Like they clearly have a very good definition of Dota. We discussed this the last time with OG, but like Thompson has lost a ton of priority in terms of farm. They're giving way more to Sumail and Seb out of his pocket without really impacting the supports too much. to go to this game. So, go dig up some bounties if you want some gold. I don't know. Get your trusty shovel out. Can I get a hit? No, oh, let's go. Oh, he got the gold. Nailed it. Perfect. That's a good sign. You're going to dig up a bounty. Got it.
Faster than it doesn't just.
Still sitting pretty. Punch from Roche for no reason. That's fine. But have an opportunity to take this fight if they want with the D. Ursa, BKB done. Talking about. Oh yeah.
I need some more space to back up my files to install 500 GB hard disk. Thank you, Jim. Labor $280, budget $50 $50 का budget. More slowly, easy for 500.
Teasing them.
Yeah.
They made some mistakes.
They're 60 seconds away.
Hard disk install.
Yeah, he got
दो order है तो बाबा. 3 order है. Okay.
All the tools from OG are gone, and most importantly, the morph thing is too. So just don't fight them in the pit.
Customer will take a day to arrive, so end the current day by going to workshop. Buy your yes, AC, buy components you need, and has it delivered. अब तक ये कर लो. PC साफ. Clean out that. Yeah. इसे अभी है. क्या बोला?
मैच भी देखना है.
I mean, it works out because they get the kill on 7 after. Yeah.
Immortality.
Risky. So they'll take it.
Think about how much of a difference it makes. Like that Orchid timing, like you were talking about, White Album coming in after having to play, got freaking sick, and now is back on the field. That's what you want to see. 8,000 gold lead for Master.
And you gotta imagine the difference between I can't play today and I can play today is it's not that huge. I feel like he's probably not 100% playing yet. He wants to play so badly that I'm sure he was probably just literally not allowed to play yesterday or something.
Right.
Like doctor's orders to now be in here performing this well, which is ridiculous. The dedication.
Best pieces have and
the vision game where it feels OG need to be incredibly careful here. These walks to the death sentence if they find you.
Yes.
Some more illusions.
Sure.
That's the time lapse. Run away, Porex. That's where somebody else is trying to battle. But this is the combo still. OG, they flunked it last time, but this is what you're looking for. This is what they built the draft around.
The ice climbers are here. Yeah, and then Popo.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
I have to go blink eggs. It's my only choice for the team.
Dire's structures are fortified.
It's not letting Sumail play.
Dire's bottom tower
They're
is
not
under
utilizing
attack.
his combo at all. They're just breaking it up.
Now, you've got this incredibly strong push.
That's also how you beat Ice Climbers. Anyway, sorry, continue.
Dire's bottom tower has
He's been
fallen.
a pretty standout player in this game, playing on this Ursa. You think back to TI7 time when he was playing with LFY, he was this hot new up
Dire's bottom
player.
tower
He
is under
kind of got
attack.
eclipsed by a lot of the young superstars out of China, and now finally getting the chance to really show his stuff after a full year and a bit hiatus. This is the player that
high-end graphics are there.
Good here in this game number 1.
Invis here as well.
GTA 90.
अरे
खराब yeah. And that already scary because it's like
and they will finish him off.
The needle through your eyes.
And they find the best Monet godlike. A heat streak spawns in the river. Trying to chase down for Sumail. That's to run where he's going. Oh, it's deadly. A very timely haste drone, and Sumail just hoping to get out of dodge. And they will finally manage to escape, it looks like.
Well, you say that. White Album's nearby.
Oh, God. Is he going to find him?
Manta, so no, he's good. He's out of there. A little bit scary there, but, Seb, he goes in. He gets that big Echo Slam, but there was still White Album. Yeah. Just gets orchided after. And, that's the end. The real issue is that he's dying so often that he can't progress on his itemization, so he picks up a Ghost Scepter, but that doesn't really solve the problem. I feel like he would have preferred, maybe a Lotus, maybe that Lincoln's that he's got queued up, but he gets stuck in, the little tiny in-between item to see if he can survive a bit longer.
That's what you need to do at this point, but it's just, it's really hard. I don't know, I guess that they still need him for that initiation, but I would love the idea of just him dying. Elaine Sumail be the one that goes in. Yes.
And one of the
things
have to do in Dota is to buy a gem in this situation. No tail buys one. They're down 10k right now, but it's been a little brutal for the Hawks and everything. So they have to try and get some control back over their own territory and ensure that Zip and that potential for White Album. They need to bring back
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Storm Spirit. Now these good Zips using the vision and getting those perfect silences off. And here comes one of those Hawks. It's actually, that's pretty cool that it just dies right to the Ice Vortex, right?
Oh, yeah.
Tail, that's a really good tool versus Beastmaster.
And the big thing that they've been doing constantly, I think, trying to sort of ignore Monet with Aegis is on. Now, Aegis down, there's an opportunity. That being said, Monet does have the Abyssal Blade done. He's got BKB. This Ursa is very hard to deal with. 4,000 gold ahead of the Mormon. I think the Abyssal Blade is the biggest one. They also almost have the Agnum Scepter now on the...
Yeah, if he gets Abyssal, is there anything?
Probably,
maybe, potential for future one for No Tail too. I like that decision. I think he has to go for it. That is definitely the way to go, yeah. Wants a Scotty though, Morphling matchup, that's all.
Yes,
good point. It's Master that are trying to go for the suffocation play, take away their farm, take down objectives. Most importantly for Master, try and secure that next road when it
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
This does give
Radiant
some room for OG to
are
pressure out on
fortified.
the map. This tier 2 tower down bottom.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
ये कहाँ लगता है ये हमको हम निकाल दिए इसको
This is all battle back and forth you see here, but at the top you can see it's much larger for Aster, so...
ये कहाँ निकाल पता नहीं तुम ग्राफिक्स कार्ड इसमें लगाया है
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
लगा हुआ है अच्छा
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Stupendous! Really been just the failure to execute on this Morph Shaker combo, and Aster really being the ones to play around the strength of Monet and White Album, hitting some very clutch interrupts.
I would envision this as like OG kind of looked like a bunch of little kids trying to get a ball into a hoop, and White Album's just like jumping up and slamming them down, and he's like just like smacking big blocks on kids with these huge arcing plays. Yeah.
Get some bugs on. Oh, they know. Jump in. To the side. Seb's dead again. Now, Fusel there. They're going to buy back now on Seb, and that signals Aster. Walk away. Oh, gee, they want to chase. They want something here. I don't think they're going to get it.
just get orchided over and over and over again. You think, all right, so I'll get myself a Ghost Scepter. Abyssal, dead. It's like, all right, well, there's no winning here, clearly. What are you going to do? I love how he's the Abyssal right into the silence, too.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Neutral item here.
Oh, yeah, the Mindbreaker. Yeah, that's devastating. There's nowhere to go. But
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I don't know. Can Thompson be the one that goes in first? I guess that fight was different because like things got a little bit
Radiant's
weird right
middle
at the start.
tower
they revealed
is under
on
attack.
And they just like
Radiant's top tower is falling.
As long as we stay positive, we'll win.
Yeah, Thompson needs a bit more. He wants the Silver Edge.
Yeah.
He just needs like something else for a little bit more damage. But one of the issues with his game is that he doesn't have the accelerator. He has the magic acceleration, or at least some amplification, thanks to the help of Ancient Seal from the Skywrath Mage. But he doesn't have the Bloodlust. This is not the same Tiny that we've been seeing in a lot of our matches. There's no Lycan for the Wolf Bite.
As soon as they've sort of crossed that threshold of damage, it means Thompson's not able to get that immediate elimination. And even when he did, we think about that fight where, you know, took out Lenham right at the start. On Aegis charge around, it's like, all right, well, I'm going to kill you then. Nothing left in the tank.
They have a double Force Staff now, though, so harder to get these kills, be it Orchid or Abyssal. Maybe the two supports can help out and save Seb, and he might be able to get like the Re-Goose play back into the engagement, try and turn things. What we need then at that point for the stack of the team fighting the spells is we need the Aghanim Scepter on the Weaver. Yes. Again, another thing we can really bring back the team fight to
But are they going to get this one? There's vision around this area. Regeneration.
कर दिए ऑर्डर आया भी है
Ghost Scepter out, White Album focusing on the one.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Avatar down low here on top of that freaking storm. Down low and outside of
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So after buyback, they lose no till, but they will kill White Album. Much needed. BKB out now, turning on the land, taking him down as well. Big angry bear, Bucky right now. He's going against him all on his own. And now takes down Sumail the Boom. Yo, let's go. Legend and Vorax makes the play.
He just follows
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
As you know from the very beginning, he's trying to loop back around to his own side of the jungle. And Vorax just so much around Roche, and then he could stop it. Like, what are you going to do as an action when this happens?
Radiant's top tower
as you
is
can see,
under attack.
not spotted. Right? Yeah. Gives him the jump off the bash, up top, he sees him hop on the Seb. And then our first 6 of your men invincibility has really been the invincibility today in a lot of our games. But Sumail,
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
kind of shows the nerfs that have happened to this build, right, over time. It's true. It's not quite as devastating as it was. And as you can see, there's actually things well set. He's his own hero during that. Just like, guys,
Dire's structures are fortified.
Needed that help.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
After an incredibly disappointing day number 1, are coming in and trying to take down
Dire's
OG,
middle
2 times
barracks
he had champions. And they're
Dire's middle barracks is fallen.
OG need to come up with some answers. They've still got Aegis, Cheese on the Io, Refresher on the Weaver. It's going to be at least 2 sets of racks, it looks like, or at least the tier 3 tower. No, okay, they're backing. OG, they punish, and they chase.
Hammed that set. But I think they'll be happy to go back and get up their neutral items here. Tier 4 available. 38.5 minutes after that big fight. They had a more important thing to do than farm the jungle. So now they go back and collect these items. We'll get a better items here for some of these heroes. I'm looking for Monty specifically. Like he doesn't really need the Mindbreaker anymore. Best item. To Edge, that could be kind of hype. Oh, it's like I willed it to be. My God.
Coming out as well. OG in the meantime. Again, if they can find that big fight, this is the combo. God, look at that damage differential.
Yeah, and now he has a penta exit. It's passed it up to him. Oh, neutral items. Amazing.
All OG need is that one fight, though.
Oh,
This is a lineup that can do it, but will it happen?
Now, they still have the gem, but my gem is not that low. And it's still on no-tail, which is pretty scary.
He gets found at all. It's that. Yeah, fights just feel really tough. Like, they really don't have an answer for Monet.
Dire are scanning.
This Ursa pick was been absolutely superb. And now they're trying to turn OG around the map. No tail. Again, Borax goes down. That's the player. But can they still take this fight without him? Jumps in, Monet catches on the no tail. Let's jump on the ground more. Everybody else looking. Jumps in. This is the slowest beatdown that doesn't quite manage to find that.
Not figure out what happened to Sumail. Why have I just interrupted all that? It's so sneaky the way it operates in this specific scenario because like the way you try to jump in there with right? And they're like breaking out. It's such a like finesse combo. You're trying to get like that perfect wobble situation where it's like stun.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
They end up stunning themselves. They do the work for you. That's great.
Oh man.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
ये लोग को इसको दिख रहा है कि ये लोग टॉप टावर की तरफ जा रहे हैं।
That's amazing.
It's nothing better than the shards that don't give you another button but are really good. So I don't have anything else to worry about right now. Oh, normal stuff. What a play. Timeless Relic. Nice.
That's unbelievable.
I don't even know who's going to want that.
Good for IO. Master, 96% win probability for a Dota 2, but things looking quite good for them. Stupendous! Well, actually about to be reclaimed. You're going to try and hit this time. The BKB though, wants to go scepter. Reaction. Jumping afterwards, top 10. They tries to turn him over to do something at all here. They've already lost the storm. This fight looking okay for OG at the moment.
Sox is still alive somehow.
Jason waveform. Princess gets caught. Gets chased, still in biz, but they get the vision, and eventually they're going to find the beatdown as they take down 3. This was the fight OG were waiting for.
IO, Storm, and King. Still trying to for Aster. You know, you can't get too far ahead of yourselves, but it proves that there is a chance now for OG. Opportunity. And you know that's the case whenever there's Morph Shaker.
You will see.
这么菜的队友不会生气吧，哥哥？
He didn't know about Monet, but he didn't know about
Come in to get beat. Sumail, he's the pressure. He wants to try and turn this. The overhead. Sam's coming too.
Already.
Now he killed the Shaker. Has to be careful.
They're getting a little bit too big for the bridges here on the Aster lineup.
Now they still have a 2-Rax lead, so that's pretty good, right? Yeah, 2 lanes, always going to be pushing a little bit in your favor on the side of the Aster, so like these wipes don't hurt quite as much as when you have this big lead without a Rax. It's all just little stepping stones, right? They're going up the stairs, they're trying to fall back the stairs to address this journey, but it's a steady ascension back to an even game. because the issue is that OG are still in the basement.
The
They gotta find themselves in
energies
the
of
lower
the
ground, which
earth
in Europe
be
is zero,
my
and I find that confusing. But it actually makes more sense when you think about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Probably, and you know, I say Europe, not North America, but we think of the center of the universe,
You're
not
so
just
good.
the world. So
That's unraveling. You know who else is not OG here?
And
Radiant's
there's the
middle
segue.
tower
They
has fallen.
have done. I mean, again, this is like the comeback team, right? It's the lineup that's done it time and again. Right now, they're putting the game. It feels like in Sumail's hands. That's sort of been the point of. Feels like they're
prediction
whatever they can.
Wow, they're trying to give Seb level 25 here.
Total number of
Prediction?
Comparison for the moment. He has definitely been given higher
Radiant
priority.
are scanning.
I will say that I feel like White Album has had a couple more of those more standard moments.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Sumail is, he's slowly getting there. Every item makes it just so much
Done.
easier for
I'll
Sumail,
scan.
right? Because you know it's a struggle with like everything they're playing versus, and Seb's having some items issues because he obviously like has a harder time. He's still struggling to progress past his items. He at least has that Lincoln's now. But Sumail can pick and choose a little bit easier into ways to push back in. And wow, that is a very late Roche spawn. Really good news for OG. Any OG fans, that's where you guys need to like make the crowd thing happen.
Cheers.
Because you got a late Roche spawn. I don't know how it works. I haven't looked yet, but I'm sure you guys will figure it out.
I will say too now, we've got the Satanic done for the Morphling. We've got a way to dispel there, multiple ways to dispel. This could be scary. They know that they need to be here. But again, it's a
lost two heroes. This is so weird. Like, why are they cheering like crazy? These are really sadistic fans.
You baited it so hard right there. Oh, man. Well, 18,000 gold. More importantly, the buyback status that we're sitting at right now. Got 4 ready, 4 Radiant. Only no tail available with the buyback. Get closer and closer to this Roche fight.
Like, who goes in first right now? For OG? Like, how do you figure out what's happening over here, you know? This is not an easy situation. They're blind. You go to their vid, they don't see anything.
Yeah.
You go to their town after they see it.
अच्छा ये बताइए
They see like the entirety of the middle of the map.
मेरा प्रोडक्ट तो मेरी सा आ रहा है इधर तो क्या कह रहे हैं नेक्स्ट डे चल रहा है कि नहीं
हाँ वही सब तुमको प्लान करना पड़ेगा स्टॉक मंगाएगा पहले से ट्वीट करके
这么看着队友不会生气吧？这样
Just
啊。
like that, they take them both down, and no buybacks on any of those heroes for OG. They're gonna run into the Roche. It's a long
RNG है
spawn.
हल्का सा
Does that mean they just go up and try and take racks? I think so. Aster.
replace air cooler
We're seeing out reactions a heck of a couple of plays.
Now, they wouldn't know for sure, right? There's no fire. They might know it's ice and everything. Probably don't know. The Tiny they know is not going to go. That one's a guarantee. The Morphling they also wouldn't be sure if he has 5 up right now.
Dyer's
To make his way to this fight, but for now, Sumail isn't the other is so nice. So
they're trying to force out.
Dyer's top barracks are under attack. Dyer's
Instead, they're going to set their sights on these tier 4 towers. Do you go tier 4s against OG, or do you go for Roche? They're making a decision right now. Will it come back to haunt them?
Dyer's middle tower has fallen.
Over and over again, though, Sumail.
Dyer's middle
tower. There's the ice blast. It comes down towards Sumail. Probably someone else.
这么看着队友不会生气吧？
Swings, misses.
wow everything cancel jeez
obviously double champion and still a very real threat here at TI, even if they didn't perform that well in the DPC, and they've been showing that in some of their games too. To us, OG has looked like one of the better teams with some of their strategies.
not ready to connect here. One of Lycan's biggest strengths as an offlaner is this exact thing that he's doing right now. Very good.
Who's going to get involved in the action first?
Да, новое началось. Свену нормально жмать в таких ситуациях просто потому, что он после фрага.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Ручку заберет.
Сжимается глобал, им делает ТП, ему не помешает уйти. Фэнг может получить сейчас кашки, подлетает Артизи. Помогает Артизи, Артизи получает фраг.
Ну и вот очередная размотка по маку.
Везде всюду успевают. На топе Тайда убили, в лес ее зашли.
Потратили, чтобы просто свалить.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Вот Антон, учись.
Да, я в СФО учусь вот новым классом. То есть Улер на топе пошел снова на топ.
Знаешь, это как вот, я помню, мы где-то это говорили. Вот за ним прикольно билет, они играют, и как будто все просто, но когда ты играешь вот сам Dota, все далеко не так просто, как у них. Получается.
Глобала нет. Если у кого-нибудь из своих да, 2 смока имеется в лесу, пока что в арабском ЕГЭ находится. Центр проект не вижу, только вот надо когда времени страны, который покажет область это. Ника Бэйби тем временем покупает линку, скан используется, Рошан фармит Альянс, Тайхантер вместе с командой находится, Райвет шумеется, Даггер появился, рядом ошибается Айс-Айс-Айс, смело заходит вперед, он пока не поддерживает, Рошан успевает убить Альянс. Сюрприз. Сюрприз.
Хорошо. Хорошо.
В мире можно забрать Айс-Айс-Айс. Барсновики не лучше. Даггер, бодиблок от Тайтхантера.
Заметь, что игры даже не двигаются в сторону Айс-Айса, они там просто занимаются своими делами. Они даже к Рошану не бежали, то есть Айс-Айс что-то побежал, посмотрел там, мужики, давайте драться. Они даже не двинулись с своим делом. Настолько у них там.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Ну, интересно наблюдать, потому что это, скажем так, отличается от тех карт, которые я видел прежде. Они были более шаблонными, команды более типичные, играли, более типично двигались, просто от своего творца. По карте заставляют вот реально гадать, когда и что сделать. Дальше, пока что по позициям Global Ravage, чтобы забрать Артизи, не сходим.
Дальше, к сожалению, у нас находится далеко.
Инсталлер пула.
Сейчас главное вот помнить, что
Dire's top tower is under attack.
все еще там Легион Командерс из комплексов. Качать, то есть.
Just to try and catch Nico alone. So they can get, they don't have the blitz still.
Both sides so far here. Ice now walks into FNG.
FNG is going to stay on
चालू है भाई
Stupendous.
हेलो ये
should have enough to get away when the first four closes in on him. Well, try for it, but Ahmed not enough to get himself away. He just
Regeneration! They lose Lip. As we said, he's very squishy. He's going to get focused on almost immediately there, but a very scary situation for a second. Nico Benji with strength. It was very close chance of him just getting killed, but Light strikes back.
Nico Benji's picked up his game plan.
पैसा दो भाई खर्चा कर दिया 270 रुपए
really do what I like this build in this game. The trends straight into Lincoln's to be able to protect himself, and then going into the Scotty because he knows the because they need to deal with our big team fight that's going to be coming out. So now I have something that can at least deal with that. The slow reduction that's going to be coming out.
ये वर्चुअल में भी मार्केट में ग्राफिक्स कार्ड का दाम ज़्यादा है क्या?
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
$65 है।
कौन सा ग्राफिक्स कार्ड है?
GTX 9070।
9070
देखो ना 970
तब तो ज़्यादा दाम है।
देखो ना MSI का $140। ये तो MSI का है, ठीक है। शीन तो है ही नहीं कुछ नकली है। जोटेक का GeForce GTX 1050 Ti उसी एडिशन 165 4GB वाला। अच्छा तो नकली वाला का नकली है। MSI वाला का भी सेम ही होगा तो 4GB 160 है 8GB वाला 1050 Ti। अभी वो 3080 वाला अनलॉक नहीं हुआ है 3080 से।
Stunning on the Lincoln, so he was potentially going to cleave, but a little bit of a weird one. You know, Eyesight like blinks in to the right side to cast some like overwhelming odds and kind of reveals their positioning to get back
up. अरे 8 तारीख को Saturday Sunday।
That's a big kill. Not just the gold. How much experience did he get for that one? Doesn't show entirely, but it's a lot that he got.
Saturday Sunday छुट्टी है।
1200 XP that Ahmed got for that kill. That's huge.
Halfway towards BKB as well.
Yeah. That's over a full
install graphics card.
Forgetting that soul. We did see Limp, he did go for the flank, so they were trying to position himself better, and then he's going to be going back to that BKB as expected.
Camera.
But yeah, it's scary days still for that silencer. It's going to be a
यार ये PSI PCI lock
he's got bloodlust, so he does have steroids.
Gun.
More spooky for them. Who's going to constantly on edge from these heroes trying to sync up and burst it.
Arcane Rune on the storm, but all of the weapons already online together.
वैसे PCI lock करता है क्या? कुछ नहीं करता है, ऐसे ही है वो। ये फर्क नहीं चल रहा है, इधर फाइट चल रहा है। जी हार रहे हैं।
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And Sven is not one of those
Dire's
either,
bottom
actually.
tower is under attack.
They hurt. Very nice. Limp, you know, as a silencer, as a core silencer, particularly actually a silencer member, you don't like just farming, so kills hard. He actually he didn't get the last, oh no, he did get the last in RTs.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant structures are fortified.
Day 2 लगता है कि अंडरडॉग्स का डे है। जो लोग का डे 1 अच्छा नहीं किया वो लोग का अच्छा जा रहा है।
सब स्ट्रैट पता करके आए वो लोग। आगे।
कल जितना सक्सेस टाइनी को मिला आज उतना मिल नहीं रहा है।
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower
क्या बोले?
is falling.
कल जितना सक्सेसफुल टाइनी था मैचेस में आज उतना है नहीं।
That's a lot more.
Separate from the rest of them, but still around close to
sort of a safe area, keeping to the bottom tree line as well. Knows that there is this move coming in with EG being completely off the map.
They know though. Top
I've been
lane
wanting
pushing
this.
in for the side of Alliance, so EG not being there, that gives
bounty, and even if it was Alliance
Radiant are scanning.
You have reached level 2. You have unlocked the 10 intel protein. इतना पुराना जनरेशन आओ भाई मदरबोर्ड टूट गया किसी लाओ अपना कौन सा मदरबोर्ड है
He's able to get himself like, I mean, he doesn't really, I guess he can care about the game.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Now very easy themselves last time, and with their superior team fight, they have the better shot of taking
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Saw it once, we'll definitely see it again in a couple of minutes. I know Tom Prick is already going to they've got nothing to stop for him. He will make his way out, but definitely a scary position there to be in.
They might be able to knock on high ground, I think. I think it's definitely the time to do so, because their lineup is, I don't want to say on like so much of a timer, but they want to be able to be aggressive. They want to be able to
under attack.
Two solid stuff. I mean, yeah, there's no BKB for a minute on our team. He's not going to want to turn up and get a bonus.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
Can't jump on this at all. Just got to let it go.
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
I like the Nico baby. Play careful too. 42 strength. He's not all the way down. He's up at a pretty
Dire's
decent
top
height.
barracks
He
has
can't
fallen.
anything.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire are scanning.
Back up, Roshan. 20 seconds, he's nearly there.
And they get a deep, they get a word too. Is that right? I think that's right on the line.
निको भी मॉर्फलिंग लेते हैं अपना नेटवर्क और
It looked like for a second it was right after it. Either way, they're actually going to check the brush. It's not up, so they're going to be okay. Well, we have our ults, so let's look.
They're heading back in. Ice. Stun comes out from FNG. No escape for Ice.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
There's not been as many opportunities as maybe we wanted to find with like this Legion
Dire's
of
top
Storm
barracks are under
these
attack.
lines they've been playing. It's a super tight.
That's the most important thing that I haven't seen this game. You're playing versus this huge pickoff, and the BG Alliance is just not giving them those opportunities. Into rush now.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Take it down,
attack.
and that'll give Limp the majority of the gold for him to have a BKB to be protected himself too. So he should be able to survive the majority of these fights now.
I'm over here.
Playing completely away from this. They know that there's no business to be had around the pit with the line.
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
Just too damn good.
Radiant's bottom tower
I
is
thought
under
perhaps for a
attack.
second you might give it a limp
Dire's
just
top
because there's an IO.
barracks has
So
fallen.
the bounce rate, bouncing from space to IO could be kind of fun, but just see now, Fire Shield is OP.
Especially against these strength throwers, right? Like Sven that don't really
tiny and
rely on the abundance
हम
of
सोच
attacks,
रहे
the
हैं
high damage
ये जो आखिरी 2 दिन
blocking
ग्रुप
3 hits
स्टेज
from
का
Sven if
इसमें स्ट्रीम नहीं करते हैं
limit the initial burst
इतना लंबा और ऊपर से
Boy,
बहुत
and look
बोरिंग
at this. As
तो
Forest
हम लोग
super farmed this game also.
सारा मैचेस
Everything
तो
is now
स्विच
done.
ही करते रहते हैं
So I always like to call these
Radiant's
little things
bottom
like
tower
steroids for
is
your
under
carries.
attack.
बस प्रेडिक्शन करो और
निकल लो
Gush minus armor, and he has a bloodlust. While our TZ, he also has steroids. He has pressed the attack and overcharge, but I'd say the Morphling is at a bit of an edge this time around. Okay, it's an arcane rune, so he feels
maybe
a bit safer to do.
Radiant's bottom tower is
yeah
under attack.
finals
I'm sure they'll be able to do anything with that minute without the BKB. Though as Alliance, they still have incredible strengths.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
ऐसा ग्रुप स्टेज
Radiant's
का
bottom tower has
स्ट्रीम
fallen.
करना सही है ना
Dire's
बस
middle
फॉर्मल
tower
रहना पड़ता
has
है
Who
fallen.
cares about a tier 2? We have an Aegis Storm.
पूरा करना है
Let's just try to end.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Can EG
Dire's
defend this mid-range?
structures are fortified.
Will not be too easy.
Smoke up from both sides, in fact. Alliance trying to get the setup for EG. They're probably going to look for the wraparound, see if they can catch
Radiant's
the back lines of
bottom
Alliance.
tower is under attack.
Silver edge on RTZ. How long for our
कोई बात
BKB?
नहीं
It's 20
इस
seconds
साल
on
इतना
lane.
तो अटेम्प्ट किया कि स्ट्रीम करे
So
hopefully
solid start to the fight. We see Lim being surrounded
next year तक proper casting
He's all the way north. He's expecting the wraparound.
He knows where to go. That circle drop.
अभी और अटेम्प्ट करेंगे ओह मेन स्टेज वाला मैचेस यहाँ पे बहुत खतरनाक टीम फाइट हो रहा है हारा हुआ टीम फाइट ये लोग जीत गया ओह नो निको भी अभी भी जीता है और हेजी पॉपर्स अभी और वो सीधा एंटर किया फिर साइड में आरटीजी डाउन है और साथ में अभी फ्लाई मर गया फ्लाई का वाई बैक निको बेबी डायरेक्ट मिड लेन मेगा करने के चक्कर में टॉप लेन पुश है तो बीच प्रेशर बनाया हुआ है फोर्थ टावर पे
Set of racks removed from the game here against EG.
Illusion! And such good awareness. I think that was everything to me. It's positioning and awareness. They knew they were coming from the southern wraparound. F&G put the space into it. Sure, as we see, BKB, that much damage, but who cares?
Not quite enough damage to take FG out, so Arvid has to commit further over there. They do actually have to bring Nico over down. So much back towards RTZ. Butterfly nearly done this well on Nico Baby. I mean, good luck trying to stand toe to toe with him. They're just not going to have the ways to deal with that evasion.
और ये बाहर से गाड़ी सवार की जाते सारे नॉइसेस जी IRL कास्टिंग हो रहा है यहाँ पे IRL यहाँ पे आबिड सही टाइम पे DCT ऑलमोस्ट मौत को छू के लौट आया और फिर अभी भी बाकी यार ये पीछे क्रिट मारा आबिड एक शॉट था और ये निको बेबी का ट्रिपल किल और बैक लाइन में स्वेन डबल किल लेते हैं निको बेबी का अल्ट्रा आबिड का बाई बैक RTZ already disconnected. Oh my god.
GG है मैच
RTZ की तरफ से रेज
गजब कास्टिंग मजा आ गया
इतना अनएंथुसियास्टिक वॉइस में कास्टिंग कास्टर लोग कितना हाइप करता है गेम को व्हाट डिड आई डू
कुछ नहीं
नथिंग
रूशियन जो भेजा है देखे
नहीं वैसे अब थोड़ा ब्रेक लेते हैं स्ट्रीमिंग से शाम को लौटेंगे चाय नाश्ता के साथ बाकी का मैचेस देखना